Why Craig acting different, yeah?
I do not know. But you do see how it got the little thing now. Now you can see it actually.
What thing?
Go to general. Can you see that in general chat? You can see that, right?
Oh, let me go to general. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like that's
Never
usually
had
the
that
thing
before.
that I would see like afterwards when he DM'd me and all that shit. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen,
You let this
non-binary
robot nigga your
folks,
DMs?
sentient roaches,
No, we not
see,
talking to roaches. Fuck all roaches, sentient or not.
listen,
Only insect I'm afraid of.
you can be afraid of them all you want. If they're listening, we have got to speak to them.
If you're listening, roaches, perish.
He said, "Count your days, you bastard."
No, don't count your days. I'm not threatening you. I'm not coming after y'all. Stay away from me. I just hope y'all die.
He said, "I just want you to know, death."
I saw a video on TikTok earlier of this girl recording a video, and it was a roach on her
roaches.
ceiling.
Oh yeah,
It was only one roach, and it was on her ceiling, and it fell, and she started screaming, and I flinched when it fell because I'm terrified of roaches.
I just don't know. Like my thing is like, bro, like some of y'all be posting that shit for embarrassment. Y'all got humiliation kinks, yo. Cause it ain't no way I'm recording. Like, you know what I mean? Like you can record.
Yeah, I'm not gonna show no way I got roaches in my house.
But even just beyond roaches, right? There's plenty of things that people will record, and I'm just like, dog, don't show nobody this. Don't
Or
show
don't
nobody. Like,
admit to this online on
not even don't
Twitter.
admit. Like, it's just like, bro, this was unprompted. Nobody asked. Nobody begged for this information. Nobody was like, yo, let me see that old decrepit white woman you dating. Oh, here you go. Like, no one asked for that. You just decided to post the 72-year-old woman that you was dating who looked like she could go any minute.
They got an OnlyFans too.
You know what? I'm gonna ask you to do two things for me. The first thing will be die. The second thing, and this is the most important one.
I'm immortal.
The second thing, okay, good. It's good that you're immortal because you'll be allowed to do the second thing. And the second thing is piss off.
No, not gonna do it.
Oh,
What now?
Oh, fuck. You know what now? Nigga, we cooked.
That reminds me. Did you see that
with the
shit I sent
OnlyFans
you?
of this old white woman? Yeah, go ahead.
Did you see that I sent you the girl saying that she really liked rice, and she found what she thought was rice in her bed.
Oh,
And
yo,
she
that
picked it
shit
out and ate
had
it.
me. That should have me visibly ill, yo. Like, I felt like I caught COVID again.
That's what I mean when people like.
No, that's a perfect example.
Why
of
y'all
one.
just be admitting shit? Like, why are you telling random niggas online and shit?
Nah, not that
Wait,
one.
no,
Because,
let's actually explain it because some people might not know.
right,
This
okay.
girl made a TikTok
Yeah.
and said that she was an avid rice eater. She loved eating rice,
And
and
a big fan of
sometimes she
rice.
would eat rice in her bed. And so one day she found something that looked like rice in her bed. She was eating it. She said she did it
Grains.
a few times, and then she said she later found out that it
Scrumptious.
was worms from her cat's asshole jumping on and off of her bed.
Scrumptious. Put a little salt on them.
So first off, I don't know what parasite this cat had that had worms leaking out his asshole, but whatever the
Not
parasite
only was
she
you,
got it.
yeah, go ahead.
That's it.
not,
That's all I was gonna
not
say. She
only
got it.
was you eating worms, you was eating ass worms specifically. That's a double
Yeah.
whammy. That's 2 L's in one. That's like
Yeah.
you get killed and then it's round 2 and then you just get perfected. You don't even get to play the second round.
Yeah, I saw
That's
that shit and
nuts though. Because that's the perfect example. Like because think about it. The part about the worm and all that part, like that part is sick, right? But like that alone wouldn't bury you. The part that buries you is you pretty much admitting you be eating the rice pellets out your bed. That's kind of nuts. Like, I mean, like, bro, that rice could be from a
Really,
couple of
that's
days ago.
worse than eating worms. That's worse than eating
There's nothing wrong with the problem with the worm part is that you didn't know they were worms. Like, my thing is, if you had a whole plate of rice, nigga, and there was some worms mixed in there, you would never know. So, like, you can't be mad at that part.
I'm mad at that part.
Okay,
I
well, I'll tell you
cannot
what.
get past that.
I'll tell you what. I got a story, and you're gonna be mad at me because I have eaten insects, quite a handful of insects before, and I didn't know.
I mean, I have too, but there's a difference between eating insects and eating parasites out of cat's asshole.
Yeah, but you talking about the origin, okay? you worried about the origin, all right? Now, for me, it was a box of granola, right? And yeah, you can imagine where this is going. But long story short, it was a box of granola that I had in like my cupboard, my pantry for a minute. And it was one of them joints where like I had gotten some yogurt and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna bust this shit down with some yogurt. Ooh, right? So I pull the granola out. I'm getting hyped. I'm like, oh yeah, I got like this flavor, I got that flavor. Go in the fridge. Guess what happened? I had 3 yogurts left, the Chobanis. I'm talking about the good joints, right?
Oh yeah.
Wasn't none of them hoes in there.
The Gibbonies.
Wasn't none of them hoes. I had 3 left. Wasn't none of the 3 in there. It was a pineapple. It was a I think a black cherry, and it was it was like a s'mores one. They got a s'mores one too. Wasn't none of them hoes in there. So
S'mores
I'm
make it
shook.
sound crazy. I'm not...
Nah, it was pretty good. But I was shook because I'm like, nah, I know we had yogurt. I bought yogurt specifically for that granola in the back of the cupboard. So now I'm asking around like, what happened to the yogurt, this and that, and everybody hit me with the I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna just smash this shit without the yogurt. Fuck it then, right? So I eat maybe 3 full handfuls, right? No,
Okay.
not 3. It was probably like 2 handful, but it's it's granola, and this is like fine granola. Like I don't know if you know the consistency of granolas. They got
I've
like
rarely eaten granola in my life, so I don't.
okay, so they got like I guess for lack of a better term, chunky ones, right? And that's the one with like bigger chunks. Like they usually use like honey or something to stick the chunks together or something
Isn't
like that.
granola like oats, but like with like
Yeah, it's
something to
oats.
stick it together?
It's like fancy trail mix, I guess. Like it's just another version. Like that and trail mix is cousins, basically. Like that's how I see it.
Evil twin, evil twin.
Yeah, pretty much. No, this box was definitely evil twin. Uh, so then I'm like, all right, cool. So I put my hand in the box, boom. And so this is like the fine granola. Like you can't just scoop out a couple big chunks and smash the whole thing. Like you got to pull out smaller parts because it's like it's loose. You know what I mean? It's going like so. I pulled out a little small little divot through that back. Pull out another little carved out a little nook with my hand.
Throw the whole back.
Through that whole back, right?
Yeah.
Pull out the third one, right? Boom. And for whatever reason, the light hit my hand just right. Just right. And I look at my hand, boy. When I tell you I saw that larva in my hand,
Oh, shit was wriggling.
the boy was wriggling.
Wriggling and
I saw the larva in my hand, and when I tell you, I've never been so good at math because when I put 2 and 2 together, oh no. Oh no. I
How
looked
many you think you done ate?
it was so when I looked in the whole bag
I'm
after I was
assuming these are
done,
maggots.
they were pantry moths.
What the fuck is a pantry moth? Nigga,
It's
insects
just
should be coming up with themselves. They just be spawning places.
they be like, all right, so
We got
we got
sewer
moths,
gnats
right?
that be coming out the drain.
Sewer gnat.
That sounds like a racial slur. I'm not gonna hold you.
Sewer gnat is
That's ooh. I'm about to start using that.
wildly racially motivated.
I'm about to
Sewer
start
gnat.
using that.
That means you dehumanize a nigga and you call them dirty.
Oh yeah,
But
I'm definitely about to start using that. But sewer gnats are real things. They come up in bathrooms from like showers.
oh,
You ever
okay,
seen
I
them
see what
like
you're saying.
fat ass gnats? They be like sticking to the walls. They come out of the sewer. They call sewer gnats.
But nah, so so literally, like I said, I'm picking through my hand and I'm looking and I'm like, oh, okay. And so I go to look at the box and I pull the bag out of the box. And when I look at the bag moving.
Ooh, is that many the whole bag?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it wasn't a crazy amount. I would say like in a whole bag, it was probably like I don't know how many larvae was in there. It wasn't like I don't know what
It
the
had to be
ratio
enough to
was.
move the bag.
No, it was, but like no,
Wait,
it
how
was.
fat was the larva? Was it like small or
They were small. They wasn't like huge, but
was it like them
that don't
fat
really.
ass grubs you pop in your mouth and get a
Nah, it
squirt?
wasn't. Nah, it's not the ones you can get sustenance from. Nah, it wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
But I looked at it. I looked at my hand, looked at the bag, looked at my hand, looked at the bag, and I kept looking at that bag. And in my head, I was like, damn, them little niggas was hitting. That's crazy. Because like I said, I ain't even know they was in it. But like I'm saying,
I
I wouldn't
wouldn't
be
be
afraid to.
mad at eating insects if I didn't know they was insects. Like if I
That's what I'm
didn't know
saying.
this shit was good, I mean,
So that's why I say when bringing this back to Shorty's story, like if that was just her story, like oh I ate some rice off my plate and it turned out to be booty parasites, like that's bad. That's
I
terrible.
just can't get past
But
the booty
it
parasite.
happens apparently. It happens apparently. But like when you basically told people, oh yeah, so, wait, and they was like, wait, hold on. So if you thought the rice was the booty gnats, then the booty gnats, that's funny. But if you thought the rice is the booty gnats, then you oh, I was eating the rice out of my bed, and you just okay. Do you see why that's a bad look though?
You was just eating rice out your back. You don't know how long it
Yeah,
was
you was
there.
eating
How many times
18-hour
you
old.
done rolled around on top of it and got your dead skin cells all over it? And your cat be any better apparently because you mentioned your cat. So your cat and the
Cat
fur
be
and all
rolling
the
around
junk.
in it too.
Yeah, you just down bad.
Yeah, the cat. Yeah, look, I mean, It's just certain things you don't need to share with everybody. That's all I say. Like,
That's facts.
and even like it's like whatever happened to shame, yo. Like it's like that post, like you ever see them dating threads, right? Like, and it just be like, oh, what's the worst thing a nigga ever did to you? And it's,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that niggas are worse, but it kind of just depends on your perspective. Cause like niggas are more dangerous. That's all.
Yeah, niggas are
That's all.
definitely
Like the shit that niggas
psychopaths that
do,
will
shit that
kill
women
you,
do, it's
but
all
women
disgusting. But
be
like
doing
niggas
some
just be dangerous.
absolute atrociously disrespectfully life altering, soul shatteringly disrespectful shit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, niggas pick the exact same method every time. Like, oh yeah, like I just that girl you told me to look out for, I was fucking her. Like I'm like, oh, okay, come on, that's a classic. That's a tried and true. Like, I mean, are we really gonna say that's like a
That's
10?
expected at this
Yeah, like
point.
on a scale of 1 to 10, that's like a 3.5, maybe. Like that's regular because it's like that's not treachery. That's just a nigga not being a good person. Like that's not treachery. That's not nefariousness.
I mean, maybe being a bad person is treacherous,
I
nefariously.
mean, but nefarious has a specific connotation. It's like evil, nigga. Like when you say nefarious, nigga, you
I'm
putting
evil,
my
nigga.
you put my name next to like Mussolini and shit. Like, don't compare me to Mussolini because I just stopped talking to you.
Yeah. Now, ghosting is definitely not like
Yeah, I mean,
genocidal
yeah, no,
levels of
it's definitely
evil.
some sucker shit. But like, it's
Yeah.
like, and to me, it's funny because like I don't like ghosting. However, I've ghosted people before. Some people have to get ghosted, and the other thing I realized is I think I'm one of those people that has to get ghosted.
Why do you say that?
Well, one, because it has continuously happened to me, but two, um, is because I don't know. I don't let go easy. I'm the guy who's like, well, I can always just try harder, and it's just like
Mm,
that's just not how shit really works. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like sometimes it's like, nah, I don't need that from you. And I think a lot of times women make assumptions based on that, right? And they're like, oh, okay, you just gonna keep trying and keep trying. So instead of like just telling you nah, I'ma just
I'm
dip.
just going, yeah.
Yeah, right. So, I get it. Obviously, there's a level of self-awareness. I'm not the dude who's like, fuck these women, yo. I hate these girls. I swear, the next girl I get to. Oh!
I'm about to dog her like the last girl just dogged me, yo. For
Yeah, like,
real.
it be niggas looking for excuse. Like, yo, tell me I was talking to this girl. She was talking about I gotta pay for her lunch. See, this is why I be doing these hoes crazy, son. You like,
Fucking
bro, what?
first bucket
Like,
gold diggers, yo.
like, bro, you paid $18 for her. You really got you.
That's
Oh,
$18 I could have had to myself, yo. That's why I don't
and
be
what you would
fucking
have
with
did
these
with it?
bitches.
Man, I don't know. I'd have had an option
Probably
though.
bought some shit from the gas station or something. I don't
Could
know,
have went
nigga.
to
It's my
Amazon.
money, yo.
Could have went to Amazon, bought I
It's
don't know,
my money,
some
yo.
Sharpie
That's what I'm
markers.
talking about, yo. Some Sharpie markers, all right.
I could
You
have
know
bought
these
some
niggas
markers
don't be
and
having
a
a
dry
job. What
erase
you using
board.
a Sharpie for?
He said I gotta get a dry erase board.
For what? For what?
Um,
What you writing on dry? Let me get racist for your rap lyrics.
he said, "Where nigga just put a word in a bubble. What are all the words that rhyme with slash?" He said, "Okay,
Cash,
cash."
dash,
He said, "Now,
Niecy
controversial,
Nash.
controversial. Tash." He said, "Is Tash a word? That's why it's controversial." He said, or you could just purposely mispronounce it and then say, "Oops, I meant."
Oh, the
He said,
Wayne study of rapping.
okay. See, so they got regular rhymes, they got slant rhymes, and that's just like I don't know what you call that. Oh, Tash is a real thing. It apparently stands for, what do it stand for? I'd like to know.
Tosh.0 is ass.
I don't think it stands necessarily for anything. Maybe
What does it
something,
mean?
something about disability.
Hmm.
I just want to know what the acronym stands for, sir. The Association for the Severely Handicapped. Okay.
Huh, interesting.
Oh, they in
Now,
DC,
what
right around the
counts
corner from me.
as a severe handicap? Yeah, let me not ask that because I know. I
No
know.
maiden, no maidens for sure.
Yeah, definitely incels. That's definitely severely handicapped, obviously.
That's no, that is a handicap, 100%.
Not being
Um,
able to get bitches. I remember the first time I heard what an incel was, I fucking like I laughed
guy,
until I cried. The
I
first
didn't.
time I realized what it was, I was on Tumblr and somebody said incel, and then one nigga was like, "What is that?"
Oh
And
yeah, I remember
then
that
somebody
post.
said
I remember
involuntary
that post.
celibate, and then he was like, niggas that can't get pussy categorize themselves, and I read that like 30 times and I just fucking cried.
I
Niggas
remember
that can't get pussy categorize themselves
I
had me
remember
fucking crying.
I remember thinking I was missing something when I first heard it. Like I was just like, okay, involuntary, meaning you didn't want to. Okay. Celibacy, not fucking.
Not fucking.
And when we put that together, you didn't wanna
No,
not have sex.
involuntary isn't didn't want it.
Or you were
Involuntary is
forced.
you can't. You not.
Well, yeah, well, involuntary is you didn't volunteer for, right? So like you didn't choose this. You didn't choose to
Yeah,
not get no
you
buns.
didn't
So
exactly.
in
Yeah,
my head, I'm like, okay, you want buns, but you just simply can't get them. I'm like, wait, what am I missing? I'm like, wait, okay, wait. It's got to be a link here. I'm not catching. You want buns, can't get buns, and I don't know, mass
angry at
shoot. Yeah,
women.
I'm about to
What
say, and
fuck?
yeah, I was like, and it's like step 3 question mark, step 4 mass shooting. Like,
Literally,
like
literally.
I'm just sitting there like, dog, I'm not. I
Me
feel like I'm.
want fuck.
I was like, I feel like I'm missing a large gap in data here, and I can't figure it out. But no, apparently, like you said, niggas just, and it's funny because it's like I'm seeing more and more women lean into the
Become
incel.
yeah. I've
Yeah,
seen that too.
because I think it's a form of empowerment for some women who are losers. I mean, let's be honest here. Everyone who's an incel is a loser here. So like,
Yeah.
it's a form of empowerment for loser women, right? Because there's loser women who just aren't getting any buns or aren't getting any schmeat,
Any hot dog to go into the bun.
any zog,
Yeah.
right? Like she don't got that dog in her, like, um, and so of course a lot of them are looking for answers. And don't get me wrong, some of them do the soul searching. Okay, maybe I'm in a bad part of town. Okay, maybe I got bad taste. Okay, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, maybe that. And then these, no, not these group of women. They're just like, it's niggas. Here's why. Because men are
Here's why.
so insufferable. And I'm like, so let me ask you a question. I'm just spitballing here. I'm not gonna disagree with you that niggas are insufferable because I've been around niggas. They're
I'm
insufferable.
definitely insufferable
Yeah, I
by
mean, shit. Me
choice.
myself, I'm relatively insufferable when you get to know me. But
Put on my insufferable cologne every time I go outside, just
I,
so
I put on my
niggas
cape
don't
of
talk to me.
insufferenceness.
I put a buff on every time I walk outside. Insufferable.
nigga cast a spell.
I cast
Nigga,
a
walk,
debuff on
nigga be
myself.
walking down the street. He be like, yeah, man. So me and my, oh my god. I'm like, yo, what happened? I don't know. He said, I don't even know. And then you just walk about, I don't even know. I just got mad out of nowhere.
I
Um,
hit myself with the flame of insufferability.
but yeah, so it's like it's a lot of people who are getting into that mindset because again, it's a cop out. It's the easy way to remove all of the accountability and self awareness
Well,
that's
so like I
required from
think
dating.
for women, like you said, it's an easy way to get rid of the accountability. For men, well, I mean, obviously it depends because I actually watched a documentary on incels, and there's actually a lot of incels that
Oh, you the incel whisperer. Talk to us.
I'm not. I just watched it. I'm not the
Nah,
whisperer.
nah. You the whisperer, bro.
But there's actually a lot of incels that are just socially awkward and legitimately don't know how to talk to women, so they just don't be fucking.
I
And
know,
a lot of them actually
but
have
that don't have to
personality
make you an
disorders.
incel. That's my problem. Like y'all choosing to be an incel.
No,
That
no, no, no. That's
go ahead.
they're not a part of the incel community.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
They're just niggas that just can't fuck. Like I
Niggas
watched
who
the
just
documentary.
they're technically incels, but they're not incels by
Yeah,
name.
like they don't consider
He's like,
themselves
would you
incels.
consider yourself an incel? You break down the concept to him. You're like, I mean,
I
that
do be
sounds like
fucking, but I
me, but
don't
nah,
like. Yeah,
I
no,
don't
the
think.
documentary I watched, they asked him like, "Do you agree with the insect?" Like, no, not at all. I just know I'm socially awkward and I don't get bitches. I'm trying to
I
better
just
myself.
know I'm trying to get some buns and I can't.
There was one dude that had a personality disorder, and another dude that was on the autism spectrum, and they just acknowledged like I'm different. I move different. I act different, and I'm trying to
I'm
better
constructed
myself. To,
uniquely.
yeah, I'm trying to better myself so that I'll be able to talk better in social situations. But
Yeah.
then there's those niggas that are just evil just hate women, don't
Mm-hmm.
see women as
Yeah.
people, just want to use them as sex
And
objects.
I feel go ahead.
Those are the incels that be driving U-Haul trucks through people and going on mass shooting sprees. And so,
Yeah.
like what you said about saying it's a cop out, those type of niggas, it's not a cop out. It's really a way of life for them. That's how they feel.
No, but the reason why I say it's a cop out is because the ideology that drives it already exists. I don't like in most cases. I'm sure that there's some incels who like were like, "What is this?" And then they started getting into it and like, "Oh, that's me," But I feel like a
Oh,
majority of the niggas
shit.
who he's like, "Wait, hold on, don't get buns, want to get buns." Wait a second, nigga started carried it too. Nigga, that's me. So I think, yeah, in that sense, there's a lot of dudes who just naturally like, oh, well, I can't get no buns. I'm gonna go to a community of niggas who can't get buns. Maybe we'll help each other out. But in these
I think
communities, these niggas don't help each other out. There ain't no, I'm trying
that's
to
what I
get
was about to
buns for
say.
everybody. It's just no, we're wallowing in the fact that we don't get buns, and we're using that to reinforce this psychology that we already had. Like, and I
That's what
feel
I was
like,
about to say. If I was a normal person and I fell into the incel category, like I could not get no buns, and I went and looked at the community and read the shit they were saying, I was like, these niggas are
oh,
insane. I'm not fucking with this.
but
That's what
see,
any
what does that
normal sane
require?
person would
Yeah,
say.
there you go. You said it. Normal, insane. I mean, listen, even some abnormal niggas will get that. But it's
Yeah,
just like, nah, some of y'all just not catching that. And I think for niggas, it's not a cop out because, or I say it still is, because it's like that ideology, you were gonna put that somewhere, right? Like
yeah, you're
you
gonna be
had,
violent no matter what.
yeah, you had feelings against women your whole life, right? Maybe you was bullied by women. Maybe when you was growing up, you got joked on, cracked on by some girls, and you just hated girls ever since. Whatever it may be, right?
That don't make sense though, because like niggas
I know.
probably were making
I
fun of
know
you
it
even
don't
more.
make sense, dog. I'm not. I promise you, it don't. Listen, hatred never makes sense when you really look at it.
True,
Shit don't never be making sense. I'm
true
like, bro,
religion
y'all mad
views.
at black people, bro? We got rap music. Chill out. Among other things, but like, come on, bro. Go listen to a Lil Durk song. You know what I mean, shoot at your ops. Not us though. Not us. We not the ops.
We not the ops.
But yeah, no. So I think for the dudes, it's just like a lot of them already had that, right? Like going into it, they had, or at least they had some inkling of that. Like they had some sort of like, nah, women are to blame. Like that's where they was at. Maybe not entirely, maybe not 100%. They weren't fully into this before they got here, but there was a part in their head that was just like, it ain't me that's
Nah,
the
it's
problem.
bitches, yo.
Yeah, it's the hoes for
That's
sure, for
why.
sure.
Remember that study? I don't think we talked about it on stream, but we definitely talked about it in real life. That study that said like what 70% of domestic terrorists to go on to commit mass shootings had a hatred of women
Hmm.
before they did any type of violent act.
Yeah. Now it's funny because I remember people saying like that's the best indicator for like mass shootings and things like that, and I feel like technically it's right, but I also think that it's like a correlation versus causation
Yeah,
thing.
as I say, so many niggas hate women.
That yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I was
It's
gonna
it's
say. Like
hard to
it's so
sort them out.
widespread in society that niggas should just operate that way. That and then think about it. Think about the psyche of a nigga who goes out and shoots random people. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy, I more than likely he's gonna hate more than he's gonna hate a bunch of groups. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a sucker. Like you're blaming everyone else for the state of your shitty world, right? I can't get no buns or I can't get a job. You know what the problem is? It's these immigrants. It's these black people. It's the women. It's this. It's that. Like that's the wavelength you want, right? So
Yeah.
realistically, if you on that wavelength, plenty of people think that way. They just don't go out and smoke niggas. But like, if you're gonna go out and smoke niggas, no, you gotta have hatred in your heart, dog. You don't just smoke random people and not have hatred. Like you can, I think you can smoke one person and not have hatred. Like if it's a reason for it, you could just get it done. But I think if you just going out and catching
I
random
mean,
bodies,
shit, ever
dog,
been
that's
driven
hatred.
to the point of smoking one nigga? I hate that nigga specifically.
Nah, you don't have to. Self defense ain't hate. Shit.
No, you bust up in my house and attacking me, I hate you. Die.
He said, "I just developed it. It
Yeah.
instantly, like instant. I used I popped that.
Rapid hatred blooming.
He popped the rapid hatred buff.
Like it's like the Scarlet Rot meter filling up. Like I hear a nigga rattling around my door and it's just currently the
It's just
madness is
slow,
just
yeah.
building up until he opened the door and then the hatred is full, the madness is full.
He said, "Except I don't lose no health when this one hit."
You gonna lose all the health. That's all I got to tell you, bro.
But what else is I gonna bring up? We was talking about what was he talking about? We was talking about incels. We was talking about no maidens. Um,
No
Oh,
babies.
but on the flip side of no maidens, right? There's maidens, of course. But what I wanted to talk about was there was this story I seen on Twitter that I thought was relatively interesting. It was this dude who was telling a story about how he got a PhD and he was doing all this fantastic work, right? He had 6 kids and all this other stuff. And he was making a thread, like basically saying, like, people always wonder, how do you do it, Tom? Well, I'm here to tell you right now. So he writes this long ass thread, right? Like 10, 11, 12, 13 tweets. I didn't read none of this, right? Long thread. Excuse me. You keep going. You get to the end. Boom. That's the end of the thread, right? And then so somebody hopped in immediately and was just like, now let me ask you a question real quick. You did mention having 6 kids. Okay. And nowhere in this thread did you mention taking care of those kids.
Because he wasn't. He was focused on his PhD. His wife doing everything.
Right. But I think that was literally their entire point. That was the whole point, right? Like that.
The point of the nigga that wrote the article?
No, not his. That was the point of the people who were critiquing him.
Oh, yeah,
Because
no, I got that.
because
Yeah.
they were pretty much just like, my nigga, like, you were able to do this because you had a housemaid take care of 6 kids.
Calling her a housemaid is crazy, but it's
I
basically
mean, that's what he calling her, basically. Like, it ain't me saying it. It's this nigga. He can't even give his maid credit. But so
he
anyway,
didn't even think about her. He just
like, yeah, no. In his mind, he did it all on his own. It was me. What are you guys about? Oh yeah, the kids. I mean, but yeah, come on, that's what she's.
I mean, it's her job as a woman, right?
Yeah, come on, I mean, like,
That's her bed wench. That's what she's here for.
Motherhood, females.
Females. Femoids.
Well, yeah, I was about to say femoids. So I'm sorry if I ever start talking like that, yo. Y'all gotta put me out of my misery, yo.
Like, I will. Trust me.
Please,
I don't have no niggas in my circle think like
you
that,
have
talk
to.
like that.
You have to, yo. Don't shed a tear when you smoke me neither.
I'm
yo.
not. Once you make that change, you gone forever. It's like the nigga got a zombie virus.
That's
gone,
the
man.
rapid hate buff. That meter instantly full. But yeah, so it was just, the thread was nuts to me because I was just like, and then it was a lot of a larger convo about how marriage works differently, depending on which party you are, who you are. And it's interesting because there's a lot of statistics that back this up, that marriage is overwhelmingly beneficial for men, and overwhelmingly, I don't know what's the opposite
Terrible
of beneficial.
for women.
Yeah, terrible for women.
Detrimental.
Yeah, detrimental to women. And so, of course, there were what was the word that they used? There were theories for why this was, and I was just like, nigga, these ain't no theories, these are facts. We know why. Niggas don't do shit.
Yeah,
niggas don't do nothing. Niggas is like, bro, listen, I need somebody to literally do everything I won't do, and then some of the things I could do but won't do.
Yeah,
and then some of the things I will do, but like, you'll do them instead.
Listen, I'll take the trash out, right? You do the dishes, you cook, you take care of the kids, you provide emotional support for the kids and me.
He got a scroll. He got a scroll with all her responsibilities on it. His is just one: call plumber.
Not even do the plumbing yourself.
Yeah, no, not even do the plumbing. Why would I know how to do that? Nigga, watch one YouTube video for 30 seconds. Nah, that's above my pay grade.
Take car to shop.
He said, "Okay, you need a snake, like a boa." No, I don't want to do this. This is nuts. But yeah, so it is an interesting thing I always think about, where it's just like, I feel like that's something that going into marriage a lot of niggas don't think about, and I think niggas should. I think niggas need to give that a lot more consideration, because there's a reason for that, and my whole point is, it's like, that's part of the reason why the divorce rate is so high. I mean, you get into these relationships where it's just like everything's segmented, it's everything's siloed. Like, your job is mom, and everything you do I have no idea about. I don't know anything about anything you do, and you don't know anything about anything I do. And that's all that, yeah, which is nuts to me. And it's just like, that's how we operate. So then what happens is, you get these weird scenarios where, for example, oh, hey, can you take our son to the doctor today? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. No, dancer side, or the pediatrician, wherever, right? You take him to the pediatrician, that nigga asks one question, any question, no matter which one he asks, because you won't know the answer.
12? I thought this little nigga was like 10. Damn.
That's the shit. He said, how you doing, little Jacob? Nigga, look at his son. Jacob? Jacob? I just been calling him boy for a minute. Jacob is his name?
Nigga playing God of War.
He said, damn, that's
Boy.
crazy. He's like, well, who named you? Oh, shit, we agreed? Oh, man.
Listen, man, the times have not been good to me. I don't be remembering
He
shit.
said,
But
that's how, yeah, that is how naming works as a convention. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so like niggas don't know nothing. Niggas don't know a blood type. Niggas don't know
I mean, in all fairness, I don't know my own blood
no,
type.
I
I'm
wouldn't know my
wrong,
blood type. But what I'm saying is like, let's say you going somewhere to get blood work done. Maybe it's a question you should ask. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say next time I give blood, I'm gonna ask the niggas what blood type is. And it's crazy because I've given blood like 13 times in my adult life, and I don't remember my blood type. Or it's not that I don't remember. Them niggas don't tell you if you
Oh
don't
no, they'll
ask.
never tell you. I remember seeing somewhere, and I think it's in some Asian society. I don't want to just guess it because you know, racially motivated. But in one of the Asian countries, your blood type has it's like mad important. Like you know how like people treat astrology here, like they make the like they'll do that based on blood type.
Interesting.
I don't remember where it was. I'd have to look into it, but
I'm gonna make up a country Tandoori.
like niggas is like, what type of type? Oh, ooh.
Eesh.
You pull him to the
Social
side.
credit
You pull
score
him to
has
the
gone
side.
down.
Hey, listen, man. When we get to the table, just tell him AB. All right. He said, "What? Wow, what's wrong with? Oh, listen, man. When we get to the table, just say AB. All right." Let's see. What else we got? What else we got?
I mean, we haven't even really touched on anything on the list for the
Anything on
most
the
part.
list? Yeah,
So
no,
you
we sure
saying what
haven't.
else we got? Like we've been
I
talking
mean, we don't
about.
even need to because a lot of shit on this list was just shit I threw on here. I was just scrolling Twitter or something while I was sick and just threw something on there.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
you sick? Tell the people, yo. Tell the
oh
people.
yeah, I definitely did leave that part out. So for anyone's listening,
Make the baby announcement.
I don't know if you can
He
tell,
got
but
morning sickness.
I don't know if you can tell, but
He got morning
I
sickness.
have been inflicted with the COVID,
That's crazy.
and yeah, it's not bad so far. Definitely
It's
wouldn't
not
recommend.
bad. This nigga talking like he got a used car.
I'm talking like it's an Airbnb review. Definitely not bad. Wouldn't recommend. Um, yeah, no. So far
I
it hasn't
would
been.
just get out the way.
Yeah, no, but like, see, you know, the thing for me was I was never. Well, I wouldn't say never because that's definitely cap. But I was very like mostly focused on long COVID, right? Like I wasn't necessarily worried about if I catch it, I might get clapped like banged on, just because I mean I just felt like percentage wise that
Just build different.
yeah, I mean like what are you talking about?
Obviously.
Like so percentage wise, I was like nah, that ain't gonna be. But I was more worried about anything else because that's the part
Yeah,
that I don't think people understand. Like and it's funny actually, this will end up being a segue into another topic, but
I love it.
um I you have no you don't but damn, what was I saying? Look at you fucking me up.
See,
Oh yeah, but so me, I was worried about the long COVID because I'm like, yo, I already know how my brain is. If that shit gets foggier, boy, I already know how my shit go. So I'm just like, some of the shit I'm reading, I'm like, nah, I can't have some of that shit y'all talking about because my shit already a little, you know, it's the Silent Hill fog up there already. This shit get worse.
I would literally off myself if I couldn't smell or taste anything for longer than 3 months. And niggas talk about they went half a year longer. I remember one person, I saw a girl that did an interview. She said she couldn't smell or taste for a year and a half. I
Hmm.
would literally end my own life.
Yeah, at that point, because it's like niggas don't understand how
I can't
much
even
of
enjoy the most basic life necessities, bro.
the greatest life necessity. I ain't gonna
Like,
hold you.
just take me out. I'm gonna take a few niggas with me though. Mainly politicians, but rest of y'all safe. It's just politicians.
That
Take
shit, nigga go to the Capitol. Oh, oh, please, speaker, nigga cough right on his hand. Yeah, come get this handshake, come on. But anyway, so yes, I was mostly worried about the long COVID because, like, one, I think like you know how they do the mesothelioma commercials, like they gonna be doing those for COVID, not too long. Um, I think probably further down the line, like maybe 10, 15, 20 years. You know, if the empire is still standing, but I
fire
definitely
still
think
stand.
like that's gonna be the thing. And my issue with that was like I was like I'm more worried about the disability than the death. Like for other people, it's the other way around. They're like, oh, well, COVID could kill you. And I'm like, COVID statistically don't be killing niggas. The problem is it be doing all that other shit to niggas. And y'all be skipping over that shit for the stuff that's least likely to happen.
Yeah, y'all niggas be worried about. I know why niggas are scared because there's been so many stories of niggas that were like in their 20s and perfectly
Mm-hmm.
healthy, dropping dead, but like still, statistically, that's just not gonna happen to you.
Yeah, like
It's not.
statistically, like you can say with like relative confidence, with like 99% confidence, that's not gonna be. That ain't me. Right? And niggas like, oh, should be careful with you. I ain't no careful with you.
I don't care,
That's
nigga. I'm built different.
what's that word? Like wishing into it, manifest. I'm manifesting a no, nigga. I'm manifesting being alive, I guess. I don't know.
I'm manifesting the opposite of dying from COVID. Matter of fact,
But
I'm manifesting I beat COVID for everybody else on Earth. How about that?
but yeah, so that's what I was more worried about because I'm just like, well, one, like look at the way disabled people are treated in this world. Like, I mean, we don't treat dead people no type of way because they dead. You get what I'm saying? Like, but being disabled is a lot different. And I don't think people understand what disability really means until it happened to them.
Yeah, that's true.
And that is the segue into our next topic, which was
I didn't get to talk about my COVID experience.
oh, oh, you're right. You did have COVID. I did forget about that. Well, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's
That's crazy because when I
inform the
told the
matches.
group chat I had COVID, you didn't even acknowledge. You just like glossed over it and started talking about how hot it was too. I
No,
didn't forget that.
okay. Listen, there were a couple messages in the
I
group
didn't
chat, and I
forget that.
didn't scroll up. I
You
did
didn't
not scroll up.
like two messages. It wasn't even that many. That's
It
crazy.
was enough to be down a page.
Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, it wasn't even no messages. You just didn't read the group chat. And
Yeah, I
your
probably just
message
didn't read
about
it all.
being hot was like right after mine saying that I tested positive for COVID.
Yeah, I probably I just opened it and just said what I said.
Yeah, literally.
I ain't even read what nobody else said.
I saw it. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
He said, "Damn, son, it's fuck me, right?"
Fuck me. Wait a minute. I definitely mentioned that I had COVID before, but have I talked about the experience I had? I don't
On
remember.
here, I'm not sure.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine because like I keep saying, I'm built different, obviously. So, um, but no, you're taking it. I want to say about as well as I did. You might be out of commission on Saturday, maybe even tomorrow, because we're getting about the same time frame. Yesterday, you said you felt sick 1.5 or 2 days ago.
Mm-hmm.
I started feeling sick on Wednesday. Thursday, I felt sick. Friday, I felt pretty bad, but I was still able to operate. Saturday, I woke up and my head was in a fucking blender, and I did not leave the bed for the entire day.
So you said Wednesday was the first,
I,
the first time you felt anything.
yeah, and it
I
didn't
think that
feel like
sounds
bad. It just felt
fine.
like a cold or like
Yeah, yeah, I know you're talking
allergies or
about like
something.
the shit in the back of the throat, all of that.
Thursday, I still felt it, but it still wasn't that bad. Friday is when I was feeling kind of bad, but not terrible. Saturday is when I was fucking bedridden. And then Sunday I start to feel better, and by Monday, Tuesday, I was pretty much back to normal. So like I bounced back pretty fast. I literally only had one day where I was out of commission, and I feel like I had a very mild case of COVID because I didn't even have most of the symptoms that people have.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't lost any taste or smell. Well, smell,
and
yeah, but I'm sick. Well, I mean, I can still smell things, but it's
I
just like when you're
didn't
sick, you can't smell nothing.
I didn't lose my smell or taste until after I was bedridden. So like uh I the next day, Sunday and Monday is when I lost my smell and taste. But it would come and go. It wasn't even like constant. Like I would lose my smell for like an hour or two and then it would come back. And the same thing the next day, and then the day after that, I was fine. And so like the initial COVID wasn't that bad. What was really fucking annoying to me was um the post nasal drip where all the mucus was dripping down the
I'm
back of your
dripping
throat.
into your throat.
That's when I was constantly coughing in voice chat just because like it was just constantly feeling something in the back of my throat and I was just constantly coughing like all day. It got so bad to the point where I couldn't go to sleep because when I would lay down, I would the nasal drip would just go down my throat and I would be coughing. I had to fucking pile up like 7 pillows and basically lay my chin on my headboard to be able to go to sleep. And to
Yeah.
me, not being able to sleep, that was worse than the
You
actual
know, that's always gonna be what
COVID.
it is. Like it's
Yeah.
like the shit will take away your opportunity to sleep, and that's mostly what will cook you. Like I think it was Wednesday, like I'd slept mad long early on, but I couldn't stay asleep for a little while just because I was like, "Yo, what's up?" Like
Hmm.
shit don't feel good. Like I think Tuesday actually was when I felt the first symptoms at all. Like, but again, like you were saying, it was just like cold. Like it was just like back in the throat type shit. But like I didn't notice it until after I smoked. So I'm like, okay, well maybe it was just a blunt. Da da da.
Did you
That
share
would
that
look.
with somebody? You definitely gave that nigga that shit.
I probably did. Well, I mean, we all in the house together, nigga. There ain't too many other options, unfortunately. The way our house is set up.
Oh, I just thought about that. Nobody else in your house got it.
Oh, I'm dead. The only person so
Before or
far.
after? Did you get it from her or you gave it to her?
We don't know. I mean, I tested first, so I tested positive first.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know because I know I only leave the house to go to like a couple places, and it's like a corner store basically, uh, a grocery store, and a liquor store. That's literally it.
Yeah, that's why I was mad because I don't really do shit like that, and I got it from work. I know I got it from work because there was a all week meeting that I had to be present for. I was there on Monday around a bunch of people. Tuesday night, we got a message from HR saying somebody tested positive for COVID. I started feeling sick on Wednesday, so I know I got it from somebody at work on Monday. I know for a fact,
He's like,
and
oh
that's what
yeah.
made me mad.
He said, oh yeah. By the way, yeah, one of them niggas in that meeting got it.
And so like I couldn't even get COVID in a fun way, like going to a concert or going anywhere in public. I got this shit
Nigga
from work.
enjoyed his experience. Yeah,
I
nah.
couldn't enjoy my experience. I had to get this shit at work, yo. Come on now.
Yeah, that's how I felt. I was kind of sick too because I'm just like, bro, come on, like. You telling me what? Like the 3 times I went to a store unmasked, I got it in one of them. Like that's what you telling me? 2.5 years, I do everything right, and I go into a store with 4 people in it on three
You know,
different times.
it's funny. I made the observation earlier that so many people got COVID at the height of the pandemic in 2020 and 2021, but I'm noticing a lot more people like in my immediate circle of friends and family that have never gotten COVID before. They're getting it now in 2022 when supposedly quote unquote the pandemic is over and numbers are going down. I know at least 7 people in my life that have gotten COVID in 2022, me included. I went a whole 2 years, never got it, and then I got it this year after shit is supposed to be dying down.
Oh yeah, no, that shit ain't that low. Like the thing I was trying to get people to understand, or thing I was looking at when I looked at the rates myself. Like I started looking at rates, and I'm like, the rate today is like the rate that it was like last February. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas
So
just
it's
not
like,
talking about it because
yeah, at this
it's
point
not
they're
good
just like,
for
man, look, man,
yeah.
just it's you said what's going on in Ukraine?
Yeah,
Like niggas is just moving on.
literally,
But
it's just other shit to go on.
yeah, so you said Friday was bad, man. So I got beat that.
No, Saturday I was bedridden.
Okay, I got beat that. You said you was good by Monday. I gotta be good by Sunday. He said, okay.
But you're also having different symptoms than I was because I didn't even have a fever. The only symptoms that I had were I didn't have a sore throat either. I didn't have any shortness of breath. The only shit that I had was the day that I was bedridden, I had a headache for the entire day. No matter what I did, the shit would not go away. I took 30 Tylenol and a bunch of Sudafed. The shit would not go away. And whenever you know how you're sick, like you had the flu, you stand up and like your vision gets disoriented and it feels like you kind of like I don't know, dizzy or shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get like flashes in your head every time you take a step.
Mm-hmm.
I had that. So like I had a headache and I had disorientation. I didn't have a fever, I didn't have a sore throat. I didn't even have a cough until after I was already getting over COVID and I was getting the post nasal drip. That's when I had my cough really. So
Yeah.
like I had a very, very mild case. I didn't really have that much shit going on.
Yeah, I think Mine are literally just I don't think I had a fever either. I didn't check for it, but I just had chills.
It's weird having chills and body aches without a fever because usually they're all like connected.
I don't know if I did. I never checked, honestly. I didn't. I was like, look, bro, once I tested positive, the fuck I need to check for a fever for?
The worst part about catching COVID was the fact that I didn't have any of the shit that I needed in the house, so I had to order it from Amazon. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't have a thermometer. I
Oh
didn't
yeah. See,
have
day
any
day
type
one and
of
two, you was cooked.
yeah, no, I didn't have a thermometer. I didn't have any anything for my immune system like elderberry or zinc or vitamin C. So I literally had to order like
To Eldenberry?
when I say elderberry, is it eldenberry?
No, no. Go ahead. You didn't have
Oh,
what?
is that an Elden Ring joke?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I
So
don't
yeah,
know.
I didn't have shit. So I was literally like bedridden on the worst day. I'm like, all right, let me get some shit from my immune system overnighted, and which was stupid because I already was sick. So I mean, what is this going to boost my immune system to fight it off faster?
Yeah,
No,
I know zinc can help with symptoms and shit like that.
I got
Uh,
oh zinc helps with symptoms. Oh okay.
Zinc doesn't like zinc. That's all. Like, 'cause I remember when I used to get like colds and like shit like that. If you like the day you feel like scratchiness in your throat or anything like that, like before you get like the coughing, the sneezing, the real cold symptoms, you take zinc that day, that shit'll bust that shit down. Like you'll still
Mm,
have it, of course, but like it's gonna be a lot. Like it'll
feel
definitely
better.
lower them symptoms.
I
Like
got
nutty.
this trifecta. It's a supplement that has elderberry, vitamin C, and zinc. But when I tell you, I was taking a shit when it hit my stomach. I don't know what it is, if it's the elderberry or the
It
zinc
might
or
be
vitamin
elderberry
C. That shit was burning the fuck out of my stomach. As soon as it hit my stomach acid, just immediate gut wrenching pain.
because I remember I had a elder. I think what was I sick with? No, I had
Syphilis.
I don't remember actually. That's a good fucking question. What was I sick with?
Syphilis.
I don't know, but I was cooked for some reason. My brother gave me like these magnesium what do you call them? Uh like lozenges? No, it was elderberry. And when I tell you I took like I think I threw one back and like you said, like within seconds I felt nauseous and I was like, nah, this ain't it. um but yeah, so anyway, one interesting thing, or I guess one thing that comes out of this, is I would definitely recommend anybody who's taking supplements look into the concept of bioavailability. I know, sounds like it's a lot of bullshit, but it 100% is going to make a difference. All
Facts.
right, so give me a second. I will, I don't know if niggas know, right? I'm not gonna give you out the Oxford Dictionary definition of bioavailability because that shit confused me. But long story short, bioavailability is just the concept of like fractional absorption.
You're
So it's
speaking
like,
in a lot of terms here.
yeah, that didn't make it any easier. I'm sorry. But long story short, bioavailability is like a percentage, right? And it's like the percentage of the administered drug that reaches systemic circulation. So long story short, can the drug circulate in your body? So the reason why this is important though is that different forms of the exact same compound or exact same supplement can have significantly different bioavailability. So, for example, if you're taking, say, calcium pills, right? You got weak bones, your doctor like, yo, get your bone game up, hoe ass nigga, right? And you gotta start taking calcium pills. You might get your bone game up. And you gotta start taking calcium pills. Now you'll just, of course, go online, Google calcium supplement, and buy the first thing that comes up that's probably not gonna break the bank, right?
Make sure
Um,
you get that Amazon Prime specific pill bottle. That's how you know you're
yeah,
getting
like
the
even that
worst
doesn't
bang
matter.
for your buck.
Like you'll see something that, oh, this one's $80. That must matter. Ooh, this one's $27. That must matter. Don't look at the price at all. At all. What you want to do is whatever you got to get supplement for, type that word in, and then type in bioavailability. That's all, right? And then once you get there, unfortunately, listen, I hate to break it down to y'all. You're gonna have to see some numbers. You're just gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to see some numbers. However,
Numbers.
you can say math, but like so like you'll see it. Like, so for example, let me Can I find one? I think zinc was the easier one, right? So like for example, like zinc, there's a whole bunch of different zincs, right? Now the problem is a lot of the zinc that you get is the worst like form in terms of absorption, right? But of
So
course,
what's the
because
best way to get zinc? Is it nut? Tell the people it's nut.
it's chelated zinc.
What the fuck is chelated mean?
I
You
don't
just
know.
be saying shit.
I don't know. I'm just looking at it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Of course, obviously, like food sources are great too. Uh,
Like nut.
yeah. But so chelated zinc. I don't even know what chelation means.
You said
Uh,
Chilean, like the sea bass?
I'm gonna hurt you. But let me see. Chelated zinc is the most studied form. Da da da. This and that. So yeah. So where's the chart? There's a chart that has this. But anyway, long story short, you should look into that, or everybody should look into that because the problem is niggas will spend $30 on a mushroom supplement or some shit, and then come to find out like you could have spent either the exact same price or maybe even less on something that's like 90% more readily available in your body, which would have actually given you what you're looking for. And so that's why some of these supplements don't hit. Like you know, you've taken supplements before, and you're like, this shit don't do nothing. Like because that shit might not actually have hardly any bioavailability. But anywho, what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? What else is on there? Oh yeah. So this was a good segue. Until you got COVID. Uh, but what was I talking about? I was talking about disabled folks. But it reminded me of this Twitter thread I seen about this disabled guy who was dating a woman, and the woman was talking about like all these people who say these things to her, basically along the lines of like, "So what is you doing dating this
Oh
nigga?
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Stop dating that nigga, boy. Like this, yo, look, this is what I do to you. Like I do it to you
That's
like this.
insane
This
in and
how I
of
give it
itself,
to you,
bro.
right?"
That's fucking
And
insane.
and then so there was one with that, and there was also one with a fat woman.
A fat woman, yeah.
Yeah,
I
where
saw
they did
both.
the same thing. And first thing I was like, well, one, like a lot of these buff niggas be wanting fat girls. Like speaking as a buff nigga, I be wanting a fat girl. Like, I mean, that's what?
Trying to bump him against muscle.
Yeah, bro, I ain't trying to
He's
muscle
trying to
bump.
bump.
I ain't trying to do that. I need a juxtaposition. You got to be the yang to my yin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but anywho, it just was another reminder of how some of these folks get treated. Like, and that was what I was going
Mhm.
back to when it came to COVID, like the disability. Like, that's why I'm just like, niggas can't handle COVID lightly because it's going to be a mass disabling event. It already is, right? But it's going to continue to be that. But then the problem becomes what happens when 10, 15 years down the line, you got a whole. Sorry. But yeah, not the right time for me to cough like that, right? But what happens when 10, 15 years down the line, you got a whole group of niggas who are, disabled in one way or another from long COVID or whatever it may be, right? Just lead in the environment or all the other bullshit we're getting poisoned with, toxic chemicals in the Doritos.
All the
So
microplastics.
yeah, literally anything, right? The PFOAs, the I don't know, the CDCs and all that. So what happens then when you get down there, all the way to back there, and now you got a huge population of people who are disabled in one way or another. And don't think just because 60% of the population is disabled, they're gonna do something for y'all. That's not how that works. It's never mattered how many people were disabled. Disabled people are always seen a certain way, just like fat people are seen a certain way. And I think it's one of those things where like, yo, y'all niggas need to confront this because I don't think y'all understand, and especially in terms of gaining weight and becoming disabled, that can happen to any of you motherfuckers. Actually, you know what? It probably will happen to any of you motherfuckers. Like in your weight, in your life, you're either going to gain weight or become disabled. And one of the two is gonna happen. 100%. And so it's like you see it all the time where people would just treat fat people like they fucking dogs. And I'm just like, yo, y'all niggas are insane, son. Like I just don't see how people see this and think, well, it's just fat people. Like it's like, dog. Well, then it's just black people.
Yeah, it's
Like it's
just gay
just
people.
women. It's just hoes.
It's just hoes.
It's
Yeah.
just the femoids. Like, come on, bro. Like it's so easy to see where that goes. Especially when the whole point is like, again, it ain't never about health. That's the shit that niggas always say. But then the thing is, if it's about health, how do you help my health by basically just shitting on me? You don't care. You have no interest. So I mean, I don't have any insightful commentary on it, but it's just nasty work. You know, seeing people like, how do y'all see two people get married or two people having a good time, and your first thought is like, one of y'all
Nah,
niggas
this
shouldn't be
can't
here.
be real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of y'all
nah,
shouldn't be here.
I should be here.
Niggas start like, ew. Like, come on, bro. That shit don't make no sense, dog.
Nah, that's fucking insane.
And then go out your way to say something. That's the wildest part. Like, even if you just had the thought, like, you should deep dive into that and see why. Because like, why did you see a woman happy with a nigga and say, like, why did you even think that? But like, for you niggas to go out your way to say it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bruh, you really gotta be a sick nigga to see somebody engagement pictures and just be like, yo, ladies, don't think just because this fat shorty got somebody that y'all gonna find somebody. You fat hoes better lose some weight, all right? Because y'all ain't gonna be as lucky as her. She just found a desperate nigga who's willing. And I'm like, yo, you writing an
Damn.
essay under niggas' posts.
And
And
they
the
don't
whole
even know
post is
you.
me. Yeah, and the whole post is me just saying, look my girl, yeah. Look my girl, yeah. I'm just like, yo, y'all niggas is losers, yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. Y'all niggas is losers. And I wholeheartedly believe y'all niggas is traitors as well. I think given the right opportunities, you niggas would dip out on whatever group you identify with, whether it be black folks, whether it be women. Well, it don't matter. I promise you, I don't trust you niggas. I don't trust you niggas. Like I said, it's one thing if you just a nigga who might think some bad things, but keep it to yourself. See, that's a smart man. That's just an ordinary nigga.
I'm
There's plenty
literally
of niggas.
always thinking bad things like
Yeah, I mean,
97%
listen, it's plenty of
of
times
the day.
I done seen a story, read a story, and in my head, I'm like, I'm thinking some shit. I wouldn't dare tweet it, but I'm thinking some shit. For sure, thinking it.
Ain't
Yeah, I
no
mean,
way in
listen,
hell I'm gonna tweet that. That's crazy.
man, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Not even also like, oh, you scared. But it's not about being scared. I just
It's
recognize this
about
is some
fucking
shit I
common
shouldn't
sense,
say.
nigga.
Yeah, I'm just recognizing this is some shit I should not be saying. Like, who am I to say these things?
Did y'all niggas not learn from Malcolm in the Middle? There was a whole episode about that nigga learning to keep his fucking mouth shut. Hey, he's a genius. You niggas barely passed 8th grade.
Reading comprehension in the shitter.
Reading. You niggas don't read.
He said, read. I do audiobooks. They call them, I think, podcasts.
Ah!
He said, yeah, my favorite is Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson's.
Oh, good Lord above in heaven. Die. Every one of you niggas die. Every one of you niggas like that specifically die.
But yeah, no, so like I don't trust people who do that type of shit. Like that's why like when I see it around me, like I be checking niggas. Like I remember shit. Look, I remember my mama was doing it a little bit, and I was just like, listen, I don't know if this is self-hate or something, but no disrespect, sis, your ass fat too. So let's not do that. Like let's not get disrespectful, cause shit'll get real disrespectful.
Let her know, yo.
You know,
Let
then of
her
course,
know.
you know, but it wouldn't let her know, cause you know, right after I said that, you know, niggas got tight. But
Yeah,
I'm like, shit, I know I ain't lying, so you gotta hold that. I don't know what the fuck. I don't care if you my mama. Shit. Watch your mouth. Don't be talking about them fat people like that. When your ass big too. Don't
you
do that.
one of them.
Yeah, don't do that. That's your people. Don't do that.
You're the same kin.
Yeah, it's like, listen, we would see some niggas on TV. I said, look at these baboons. Acting like if I said all that, you would look at me crazy, right?
Not really. I be saying this shit all the time.
I
And
know. I do it too every once in a while.
yeah, I was gonna say, look at these goddamn. What did I say earlier? The fucking
Sewer gnats.
these fucking sewer gnats.
Nah, I'm sorry. That shit is so good.
Nah, that's one of the best ones, and nobody even used. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, man.
We can pioneer this.
We can pioneer a new slur.
I mean, I made up a bunch of slurs, but I don't know if any of them are gonna take off like sewer gnat.
Sewer gnat is great though, man. That is incredible. Oh, see now, why would I type in sewer gnat and then the first thing I get is a video of a guy cleaning out what appears to be like a trillion sewer gnats out of his
What do you
fucking.
mean? Why, nigga? That's what they are.
This nigga, I don't even
Did
want to
you
think about
Google
how
it to
many.
see if niggas were getting called sewer gnat somewhere?
No, I just googled it just to see what sewer gnats was. I know you described them, and I was like, but what? Like, talk to me. Like, what are they? Like,
Big ass gnats to be in your bathroom sometimes.
Yeah, I remember these little bastards, these little guys. Oh, they furry too. Look at them, little furry guy.
Oh, they
Look at him,
furry?
little
Oh,
furry man, little furman, little furman.
don't talk to them like that. This ain't a cute thing. These aren't dogs. These
Oh,
are
they're not cute. I'm still
insects.
gonna squash them. Them niggas look like flies almost. I think they are flies or moths. Excuse me, I was gonna say moths. It says family of true flies. I don't know what
What the
that
fuck is a true fly?
means. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Let's see. True flies are. See now, why when I click on true fly, y'all gonna bring me to the fly wiki? Like I don't know what the fuck a fly is.
Because that's a true fly. I don't know what you want, bro. What do you want? I'm sorry.
All right, hold on. Here we go. The possession of a single pair of wings distinguishes most true flies from other insects with fly in their name.
Wait, do flies have multiple wings?
I don't know, bro.
Possession of two
I
wings.
don't
Do
know.
flies have like four
I'm
wings?
getting a little scared now.
Nah, man, I've seen a fly before. We in Mandela effect. Flies in this universe got four wings now?
It's the
Ain't no
Bernstein.
way,
It's
bro.
the Bernstein flies.
It's the Bernstein flies, yo. It's the Luke, I'm your father flies.
I'm scared. Now he said that though. I was there.
No, he said, no, I'm your father, bro. This is you're in the wrong universe. You
I'm
are
in the
in the
wrong
wrong universe,
multiverse.
bro. No, the wrong universe, not the multiverse. I mean, no, if you're in the wrong multiverse, I don't know what's up with that.
He said, I don't know what's going on there. I feel like in the wrong multiverse. Like
Nigga,
you
I'm in the
got
wrong omniverse. I'm like three
yeah.
multiverses removed from y'all.
I said in the wrong omniverse, nigga. The president is Saucy Santana. I will
I
not
would
accept
pay
any
money.
questions.
I would pay money to see Santa's president.
I sure wouldn't. But one thing I did notice, I seen unfortunately, like cause Saucy Santana got put on and I wasn't gonna talk about Saucy Santana, but I guess we're on it now. So but I seen so apparently she had some wait.
She?
Yeah, let me get that right. Let me figure out. I believe Saucy Santana goes by he him, correct?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, he's just
Listen, I'm sorry. At the beginning of his career. Okay, say less. All right. So anywho,
I thought it was obvious.
listen, nigga, I don't think anything's obvious anymore.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
I've seen how Saucy Santana looks. Okay,
I
and I'm
have
just like,
too. It's funny gay niggas like that.
I know. I'm just like, I just don't know what you go with.
Fair
So
enough.
I had to
Fair
double
enough.
check, and he him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
He.
he said, okay, so he him called you a nigger. But but no, so
That shit
apparently
killed. Yo, I don't mean to
that
cut
post
you
is
off, but
hilarious.
I saw a joke about Ezra Miller when somebody said, "Yo, you see, he going crazy." No,
We also will get to that as well.
and then he was like, "Yo, that nigga
He's
kidnapped
going
somebody."
crazy. That nigga is keeping kids in a gun farm.
That shit, oh my god, it's just every week, yo. All right, but continue with Saucy Santana, the goat.
So so this one is not really that nuts. But long story short, so Santana had some old tweets about Blue Ivy.
Oh
And
yeah,
I didn't see the tweet specifically.
he called her a nappy-headed ass little Negro like everybody else when she was first born.
Oh yeah, okay. She called her nappy.
Well, not everybody else. Every dickhead. Normal people didn't comment on a fucking child, but a lot of people mentioned Blue Ivy's hair when she was first born.
Yeah. Yeah. So long story short, she said all that. I ain't gonna hold you. I thought the tweets were worse, but I mean, I think this is bad enough. But
I mean, yeah.
so especially, I mean, it's Beyonce, dog. Like, I mean, come on now.
You can't talk shit about Beyonce or her kin.
Yeah, bro, it's Beyonce. Like, if you would have said this about like Carrie Hilson, like, nigga, nobody would have cared. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nobody
you say
would have
this.
known. Nobody would have pulled up the old tweets.
Carrie Hilson daughter Navi is that who?
Miss Carrie, baby.
Why is Saucy Santana named Justin Harris? I just think that's such a hilarious name.
Nigga, that sound like a young thug name. Justin Harris.
Justin Harris.
Nah, that's fucking hilarious.
That's just a hilarious name to me.
Nah, it is fucking
Especially, like,
hilarious.
it's only funny because you're Saucy Santana. Like that.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
the
were just
only
a normal
reason.
gay nigga. I'd be like, oh, okay, Justin Harris. But yeah, so old tweets came out that this and that. So then, of course, Saucy did not apologize and was just like, man, y'all niggas think y'all can cancel niggas. Boom, 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 boom. I get it shaking.
Yo, that's the shit that pisses me off. Niggas think outcry and criticism is canceling. Nobody is canceling you. They're just saying that you said some stupid shit
Yeah.
about a fucking child.
Yeah, I'm like,
Nobody
bro,
is canceling you.
it's
Grow
not a
the fuck
it's
up,
just
bro.
it's a light drag. It's not even a
A
severe
light
drag.
drag.
It ain't even a severe dragging. Like they very lately like, yo, my man, don't ever say no shit like that, bro. Watch your mouth. You like, watch who mouth. You like, bro, come on, yo.
Wait, does this lead into what he said about women and gay people? About gay men?
No.
Oh, okay. Because he said some stupid shit about women. He said something along the lines of women need gay men to
Oh, I did see that.
yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with you. I will attribute that to a salacious headline because I read the full quote and I'm just like, this nigga did
Okay.
not lie.
Oh,
Uh,
okay. What did he say? What was the full quote? Because all I've
so
heard is the salacious
yeah,
headline.
so the tweet is the same tweet that probably the same tweet I saw, right? But
Wait, was there a tweet? Because I didn't see a tweet. I saw a video of the nigga saying it on stage. I didn't watch the video. Niggas just had
oh, okay, you
quote.
didn't watch it. Yeah, so I'm gonna quote what's in that video. But the
Okay.
tweet I saw, I didn't see the video, but the tweet I saw, um, was that Saucy Santana's getting on stage and saying that women need gay men to teach us women how to be women as well. Now, granted, that is not at all what Saucy Santana said. Now, the first half of that is true. Saucy Santana did get on stage and said that women do need gay men. And if you disagree with that, then I mean, I don't know. I don't know. You kind of need to look around. Like,
Why do
like who?
women need gay men?
I'm gonna explain this Saucy Santana quote. So, Saucy
Okay.
Santana said one
That's
time for
fine.
the LGT in this B. What did she leave up? Or what did he leave up? The B? Damn, no bisexual niggas. Fuck 'em. And
see,
then Saucy
see,
said, "Fuck him, fuck him."
bisexual phobia
Yeah.
or biphobia
And then so
from
Saucy
within the same
said,
community.
"Because I want you to know, gays run the motherfucking world, bitch. When these hoes need their hair done, they call the gays. When they need a stylist, they call the fucking gays. When them hoes need their face done, they call the gays. When they need advice about their dog ass baby daddies, they call the gays. Because we the blueprint to this bitch." Now, I mean, I don't agree with the blueprint and all the rest of it, but I mean, who do y'all be calling when y'all dog ass niggas be? I mean,
I mean, outside of the dog ass niggas, everything else is. I mean,
sounds
there's
about right.
women stylists and women
Yeah, no,
hairstylists and women
I know.
doing
But I
wax.
mean, I get it though. I do get it because let's be real here. A lot of these women, you know,
Actually, you know what? He's right, but for the wrong reasons. Because most of the famous people that we see doing women's hair and makeup and all this shit are gay niggas. But in real life, most women are going to just normal hairstylists or normal makeup artists.
now what I was confused, and this is the Twitter phenomenon of okay, I glazed over your tweet, saw some words, and so here's my response, right?
Mhm.
I saw a couple people saying, and this one immediately, like from the first word, I knew we were in the wrong boat, right? This one starts with men. I was like, okay, we're
Oh
already
man,
off on the wrong
what the
foot
fuck do
because,
men got to do with
like,
anything?
if you would have said gay men, okay, all right, I'd have let you rock, but just men, all right. But men believing women are dumb, lack creativity, and incapable of functioning without their guidance is nothing new. I don't know why y'all shocked by Saucy Santana's misogyny. It's been here. And I'm just like, dog,
Kind of just y'all doing a lot.
dog. Some of the top stylists, or at least the most visible ones, are gay men. I'm not saying all of them are. No one
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
That's not what Saucy said either. Like, I'm like, bro, why are y'all so
Wasn't
mad?
Saucy a stylist and a friend of Ari before he became a rapper? Wasn't he like doing her
Saucy was
hair?
a makeup artist, yes.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, so
yeah.
you telling me a former makeup artist who is a gay man is telling y'all that shit, telling y'all how it go, and y'all who are not in the industry are gonna like. That's what I'm saying. I'm on the outside looking in, so I'm gonna believe the nigga who previously performed the job, right? Like, should I not? Like, should I not? Like, if you were
Oh no,
formerly a
it wasn't
makeup artist,
Ari. It was fucking Young Miami. He was her dude.
right? But what I'm saying is, Saucy was previously a
Yeah,
makeup artist, right? So my whole point
he
is,
was literally in the
why
industry.
you were in the industry, in the rooms, so why would I not? Like, if you needed something done, right? Like, because you were a makeup artist, you didn't do hair, you didn't do all the other shit, right? So if you needed something else done, you had to make a call. And when you called, I'm assuming he probably called some gay man. So that's why I'm like, dog, like, I don't, y'all be looking for shit. I swear to God, y'all be looking for shit. Like, like y'all really be looking for shit. Um, and it's just weird. It's just weird because I just don't understand. Um,
Niggas are incapable of going a day without finding outrage in something. And when I say niggas, I mean people, not just black men or men. I mean women, men, white people. Just niggas is gender neutral, race neutral. Niggas in general, people just refuse to go a day without being outraged by something.
Yeah, and people are just like, oh, well, what he said came off as belittling. I'm like, because you motherfuckers got complexes. That's all it is. Y'all niggas think y'all so important. When somebody tells you about how important they are, y'all motherfuckers
Yeah,
think it's a competition
you're
every single
getting
time.
mad. You're jealous.
Every time I tell you about, yo, listen, it's a lot of us in here and we really running shit. No, the women are running shit too. It's amazing that you think we need y'all. Bro, shut the fuck up. I still run shit.
Every time a
That don't.
black woman is introduced into anime or Star Wars, any type of nerd shit, niggas are outraged. Niggas are outraged when Tessa Thompson became Valkyrie. Niggas are outraged when fucking Iron Man became a black girl. They just don't like. Well, I mean, they don't like niggas in general. They were mad when fucking Sam Wilson became Falcon. They just mad about niggas in general. They're
And
mad
this
whenever
one
a black
is
person voices
yeah.
a nigga in anime.
But see, that's racial. I get that. This one is gender based, and I think that's primarily what it is. I think this is either. I
Gender
think
slash
I think gender slash
homophobia.
Beyonce. If I'm gonna be honest, well, that
Slash
too, that
Beyonce.
too. Let's start it. Well, I'm
How
saying
did Beyonce?
Beyonce because think
Hello?
about it. Remember,
Where'd that come
there were previous comments that's all she said about Beyonce. So if you're a Beyonce
Oh, okay.
fan, you know how this shit go. Yeah, come
Oh, yeah,
on now.
remember I said, did it lead into what he said? Because I thought
Oh
the two
yeah,
were
I don't,
connected. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the timing was, but I get the feeling it's not a coincidence. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mhm.
almost positive it ain't a coincidence. They were like, all right, well, we can't kill you over the Blue Ivy shit because you already expressed to us that you don't give a fuck. So let's find some new shit.
Which, what's crazy to me is whenever somebody says they don't give a fuck, niggas just keep digging for more shit. Like you don't
Yeah, it's like
actually
egging them
care
on.
about a nigga
Yeah,
getting canceled. You want a nigga to admit defeat. You want an apology to come out. That's what you
yeah.
want.
But I
You just
think
gonna keep digging until you see some shit so heinous. Nigga had no choice but to,
so many
damn.
people would be better serving themselves by recognizing that and then just jumping in front of it. Like, and it's
Yeah,
not like
for sure.
niggas like, well, ain't nobody gonna force me to apologize. I'm like, okay, quick question: is this some shit you should apologize for? Like, that's the key question here. Because if it's not, then I mean, yeah, okay, then don't force yourself to make an apology. But nigga, if you calling somebody daughter nappy headed, and now you in the same rooms with that woman, yeah, you should probably apologize about it.
Is Santana in the same
I
rooms
don't
with
even
Beyonce?
see how that's ridiculous. I don't see how that's hard or how that's even like a like it doesn't matter like, oh well, these niggas dug it up and presented it. It don't matter because now she see it. You get what I'm saying? If she didn't see it then, she's gonna see it now. And you gonna be in the rooms with these people. So it's like, dog, like, come on now. Like, I mean, it just seems simple. Just like, hey, look, man, I made some comments, that shit was out of pocket, da da da. And it's simple because people fail to realize, like, it doesn't matter whether maybe it does matter if your apologies are legit, but like nowadays people just want to hear the apology. That's it. They're
Which I'll
willing to
never
accept.
understand. I'd rather not even niggas not even apologize.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Same, yeah,
I'd rather
100%.
niggas just die.
But it's like niggas will literally just like, yo, I'm waiting for that apology, and then it's just like, all right, man, my bad, y'all. If y'all was offended by the shit, see, that's all you had to say. Like that's all they be looking for. Like they're just like, yo, listen, just apologize, and we can move past. That's all I need from you. So, yeah, that's really funny. I definitely didn't think we talked about Saucy Santana today. But anywho, so on to the wildest non-binary person in Hawaii. Is Ezra still in Hawaii?
No, he been on the run. Well, I mean, I don't think he's in Hawaii anymore.
They've been on the run.
They
Oh, Ezra's from
sorry,
Wyckoff, New Jersey. Look at that.
sorry, that nigga is on the run.
Big S.
No, with all the crimes this nigga's committing, we
This
gotta
nigga is
call him Big
absolutely
S.
big ass. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
that
he's
nigga is
big. Yeah,
absolutely big ass.
he's definitely Big S at this
Especially when you
point.
dressing like a mage. Nah, that's big ass for
This
sure, for
nigga
sure.
is a criminal mastermind. They really be getting shit shaken, and I gotta say,
Criminal mastermind.
this nigga is doing some wild shit. But I gotta respect. I gotta respect the candor, the cut of his jib.
Kind of their gym, man.
God damn it! I literally said they in the same sentence. Fuck.
It's
Yeah,
fine. I always said like the they them all pronouns are the hardest to like naturally get
yeah. It's
into your
so easy to call somebody he, him, or somebody she, they.
yeah, it's
I
just
mean, she,
instinctive.
her.
That's why
And
I just usually do names now because I'm like, all right, if I do the name, I can't misgender you. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I could later on in the sentence, of course,
like
but
I just
there
did.
I
I
went.
literally said they at the beginning of the sentence, and then still said him in the
Yeah,
middle of it. It's like, damn.
yeah, it's fine. But let's get to the story, right? So, America's
Wait,
most
wait,
immediate.
before the kidnapping, because
Okay,
last week, I mean, not before the kidnapping. No,
before the
talk about the.
kidnapping.
No, talk about the
Wait,
kidnapping.
before you get into the kidnapping.
No, talk about the kidnapping because we didn't do that last week. This week is about the guns and children on the farm,
Oh, we didn't
like a
do the
cult.
kidnapping last week.
We didn't do the kidnapping, no.
Um. Okay, so hold on. I'd have to look this all up. That's hilarious. Ezra Miller kidnapped kid. uh, I don't need. This is not the article I need. Here we go. Please stop this. Okay, so um, what is this website, nigga? No. I need. See, the problem with people like Ezra Miller is that when you look up information on them, you get all these dog shit as pop culture websites, and every single one of them is dog shit. Every single one, every single website is dog shit.
Facts.
I mean,
That's
the
facts.
worst of the worst shit. You pop up and immediately, yo, you trying to disable that ad blocker? No, nigga.
You know what's hilarious is somebody at my job today, an older woman, like in her late 60s, early 70s, was trying to print out a picture of a calendar. She went to Google and picked just a random calendar. She went to the site. She came to my desk and was like, "Oh my god, it's an emergency. There's this pop-up on my screen saying that I've got a Trojan virus and it's yelling at me saying, don't restart your computer, administrator." I
Mm-hmm.
went over to,
They didn't say
and it
none of
was
that, did it?
literally just no. It said it was a virus. Our virus protection wasn't saying anything. It was a pop-up. It was a pop-up. You know those pop-ups would be like, your computer is infected.
Yeah, yeah, I
Don't
know what
click
you mean.
anything. Don't click out of this window. Click
He
here.
said, "Yo, don't. Oh my, yo, you exit out this window, son. Your phone gonna blow up, nigga. On A."
Yeah. And so I went to the page that she was on, and the page she was on was fine. It was secure, had a lock and everything in the HTML. But she clicked on a Google ad. You know those ads that say click here?
Oh yeah, and then
She
got
clicked on
scared and
that.
just got shook.
Yeah, she just got scared and Kate's like, oh my god, I think I'm getting a virus.
I'm crying.
Old people in the workplace, man. That's just this type of shit we
Yeah,
on, man.
that's a. I'm gonna go off on a little tangent real quick because that's one thing I personally feel very strong about. Like my first act as president is that if you are a manager and or an assistant manager and up from any point higher from there, and you are not technologically sound, count your days, buddy, because you're not gonna keep working here. I'm getting you out of here. Okay, because when new recruits come in here and they're like, "Oh yeah, who should I send my stuff to?" and you're like, I don't know how to email it and what's CC?
How do
I
you
don't know.
not know the email? Like, come on,
Listen,
bro.
I've
It's
I've
2022.
I didn't work in tech support for long. I only worked in tech support. I want to say like 4
I've been
months.
working in tech support for years. I've seen it
No,
all.
I know. But in 4 months, I saw a
You
vast amount
saw
of dog
enough.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
you
vast amount of
saw.
like I've seen people come in, schedule appointments, and like, yo, I got a virus. I've seen it. Like people will literally schedule an appointment with our team. Like I come in, I sit down with them for like 30 minutes. I'm looking over their computer and all that, da da da, this and that, boom boom. He's like, yeah, I got this virus. It just keep popping up, and then da da da, this and that. I open this nigga's computer. It's McAfee. McAfee. It's
Virus
just
protect
McAfee
nigga
pops up.
calling
It's virus.
virus
What
protection a
now?
virus.
Granted, I mean McAfee kind of sort of
Oh,
is a virus. We want to be honest here,
I
but
mean, but
yeah, like it's not really. It's like malware more than a virus. But I was just like, oh,
but
this
it's
is like,
malware that is on the computer. A lot of computers
yeah,
come
yeah.
with McAfee
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%.
because this insane person
Yeah,
somehow
signed the
scammed
deal. Yeah.
computers. Yeah,
But yeah, no. So it was one of those ones where like I was just like, oh, it's like an antivirus. Da, da, da. He's like, oh, I don't want it. I'm like, oh, okay, well I can uninstall it. So I
ooh,
uninstalled
but
it.
then you won't have any
No,
antivirus.
I uninstalled it and I installed the one we were using at the time. I think it was Sophos.
Okay.
And so I did that. Went on about his way. Couple weeks later, I see the guy's name on the schedule sheet. I'm like, this is the same fucking guy, right? Because he had like I forgot what his name was, but it was like a name you'd see and you'd know again. It wasn't your
Been
Douglas, of
scamming.
course, but it was one of those
Gotcha.
names. It's like I seen it again, and I'm like, why are you back here? So he comes back. And he's like, yo, remember that virus you got rid of? I'm like, antivirus, but yeah. And he's like, well, it's back. And so literally, like, so you know what McAfee, like, if you don't install every or uninstall every single individual piece, certain
Yeah,
parts will just keep. It was just like one, like a toolbar or something that I had missed, and I'm
yeah.
just like, dog, you're scheduling appointments for this? Like, yo, you
He's
can call me. I can do this over
yeah.
the phone in like 2 or 3 minutes, bro. Why are
He's
you scheduling an
completely computer
appointment?
illiterate, man. There's really people out there like that. It's
And like, dog, it's
sad.
a toolbar. Like, and I was like, yeah, go to your settings. He's like, where do I go to? I was like, click the three buttons or the three dots from the end. He's like, and in my head, I'm just looking like, I can't believe there are people
How
who open their computers,
yeah,
log in, go to Google Chrome, type things in the bar, and that's the extent of their computing. That's incredible to me.
yeah. And you know what?
I wish
I
I could
talk
live in the
shit
world y'all live in.
about these people because they make me obscenely angry. Like I'd rather deal with an issue that takes me 3 hours to fix than an issue that
Some
you
simple shit,
shouldn't have even
yeah.
called me for. Something that takes me less than 30 seconds to fix. Don't call me for that shit. It's gonna piss me off.
No, I know what
But
you mean.
that being said, we live in a world where older people have to work because the world is fucked up. So as
Mhm.
much as I hate these computer illiterate people being in
I'm
the
not mad at
workplace,
that part. I'm not mad at
they
that part. And that's I feel like that's where the disconnect is. Because I remember I said this to somebody before, and they're like, "Oh, this is ableist," and I was like, "No. I want you to understand. I want these old people to have the knowledge. I would love if they have it.
yeah, but a
These
lot of
old
people refuse
bastards
to
don't
get
want
it.
it. That's
Exactly.
the problem.
That's
You
it.
motherfuckers don't want it, but insist on being in roles that need it. That's my issue here.
Exactly.
It's listen.
Exactly.
It ain't. I need a job. Of course you need a job, buddy. And listen,
Everybody
I
does.
understand. Listen, it's
Nigga, go be a
America,
greeter
nigga.
at Walmart. You don't need a computer for
Listen,
that.
I get it. It's America. Your social security checks ain't hitting for what they should be, so you're gonna keep on working. I get it. I get it. I'm not mad at that. Get your money up. But it can't be when something go wrong and I'm like, oh hey, a customer's having a problem with da, and you don't know how to work your own shit. So now the customer had an issue, and now the issue is gonna take way longer because you don't know what you're doing. And now I'm frustrated because the customer's issue is stupid. You don't know what you're doing. And it's just like, that's my issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My issue is not that y'all in the workplace. Please don't get it fucked up. I don't have no problem with your age. I don't care if you're 90, nigga. I don't care. I don't care.
Just know what the fuck you doing.
And that's the thing. Like some people, like aging is a wild concept to me. Like I just can't imagine seeing like a nigga who's 40 who's been in this industry for 15 years and thinking like, hell no, this nigga don't know what he doing. He gonna be too stubborn to learn. No, I'm gonna figure that out in the interview. I promise you, I'll figure that out in the interview. Because I want you here, nigga. You have the experience I need. You got work ethic, and if you 40 something, and like you still working, but I'm gonna make sure that all right, that's the old way I used to do it. Are you willing to learn the new way? Because if not, this shit is non-negotiable, and that be the
Yeah,
problem.
what really be pissing me off is people that are younger and not knowing how to fucking work shit. That's what really pissed me off.
What pissed
It's
me off
2022, bro.
don't change by the demographic. It's the same thing for both sides, and it's when you refuse to learn it, that's gonna piss me off because you are in a field that needs it. Nigga, get out the way.
Well,
Get
see,
out
the
the
thing is, in this day and age,
Every field needs it. So nigga, learn it.
that's what I was about to say. But,
I know. I agree with everything you said.
bro, you
But but
are
but but how is
42,
the
bro. You're not 87, nigga. If you don't fucking and what that's
you'll
why I
go on
said it pisses
YouTube
me
and
off,
watch an 8-minute video?
bro. That's why I say it pisses me off because there's one nigga that I fuck with in my company.
His
He
name's Joe
is
Douglas.
close. I'm not gonna give his real name, but it's
It's
close to
not
that,
close.
honestly. It's close. But this nigga is probably like 45, 46, and he's been building PCs since he was in high school, which he's 45, 46. So that nigga was building, I don't know, fucking I don't even know what kind of computers they had back then. Niggas building Macintoshes, he's building fucking
Mm.
fucking
He was building IBM computers.
yeah, he building some so this 45, the same age as you, sir. And it's always niggas in sales that don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know what it is about sales niggas, but sales niggas never know how computers work or
But you know what
phones
really
or
pissed
any
me off?
electronics.
You
I
be a
don't know.
sales nigga in sales who don't know how to work Salesforce, and that shit pisses me.
Yo, no, that shit drives me up a fucking
No.
like them nigga. I don't know how the fuck Salesforce works. You're in sales
Yeah, and
asking me
you
how
learn
to work
enough.
this shit, bro.
You like, and that used to be the part that pissed me off the most about tech support, right? Was that somebody would come to me with a problem, and I'm like, nigga, I have no idea how to navigate this random
Yeah.
program you showed me. So like, I would just like kind of look it up, figure it out, and like on the spot with a nigga on the phone in 5-10 minutes, I figure out how to work the program enough to solve the issue. And I'm like,
Yep.
nigga, what did I do that you couldn't? That's the shit that
I didn't want to do that, so I asked you to do it.
well, y'all tech support. I'm supposed to call y'all if I need support. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, but like, it's like, think about it. It's like if your man said, yo, call me if you need anything. I bet. And you call him the day after and you like, yeah, you got like $6 I could hold. Like, come on, bro.
Call a
$6.
nigga for a bag of beans.
You call, yo, you got a tablespoon of sugar I could borrow? Said just a tablespoon, bro. Yeah, just one. It's for
Literally
tea.
how it is. Like you niggas, bro. Like it's just
And then you
mind boggling.
smooth
It's
bring it
so
to
annoying.
him, and then you realize like the nigga leave, and then you look up his address, and you're like, bro, you live across the street from an Acme. Why didn't you just go get sugar from there? You drove to my house to go get it. You went out like, and that's the thing that pissed me off. Like sometimes it took people longer to wait for someone to pick up and then explain the problem to me like remote into your computer. See, it sometimes the solution was like 45 seconds. And I'm like, dog, it took us like 6 or 7 minutes to even ascertain what the problem was. But it's like, you already knew what the problem was before you got on the phone with me. So it's like, we could have skipped the whole 6 minutes. You could have did the Google search and you'd have figured it out.
Bro, do you know how many times I've remoted into somebody's machine and
They got
literally
Pornhub
on
open.
their machine Googled what the problem was and fixed it on their machine?
Yeah, I've done that. I've definitely done that. And I remember I literally was telling a guy once, and this nigga had the nerve. It was a professor, and he had the nerve. He's just like, oh, and he like kind of was chuckling to himself. And so I just thought, maybe there was some funny shit going on in front of him or something. I don't know. And he chuckled to himself once, and I ignored it. Chuckled to himself again, and I was wondering like, what is so humorous over there, nigga? Like you are in an empty classroom waiting for your class to get here. Ain't nothing in there. What like? And I'm remoted on your computer, so like I'm just trying to figure out what's so funny, like.
He
And then
laughing at Reddit.
no, but he was telling me, he was like, it was just funny because all you did was Google what you had to do. and that shit,
Bro,
maybe I should have laughed with him,
I
but
would
I
have been
was very
violent.
mad. I was
I would've got
very
violent.
mad when he said that. He said that shit. I was like, like the tongue in the cheek. I was like,
All right, yeah.
okay. All
Yeah.
right.
All right, yeah.
Was there anything else I could help you with? Like, I was so tight. Because I'm like, no, this nigga didn't just tell me. Well, if you're just Googling it, I could have did that.
Well, then why the fuck didn't you, bro?
Shit where you ring
Why
them
the
up by
fuck
your
didn't you?
collar. Oh, look at you. You a smart nigga, huh? Huh? Oh, you be thinking, huh? Only after the fact, though, right? But yeah, so that's why I want to make that very clear. I'm like, listen, I'm not ableist. If you can't learn it, like there's a difference between willingness and capability. If you are incapable of learning it, you have my condolences, because boy, is it a tough world without it. You have my sympathies. You really do. If you don't have it in you, whether it be disability or you just not like that, I don't know. It's tough. But for some of y'all, it's like y'all don't. I feel like it's just fear. Like again, you'll be working on Salesforce and you watch a video and it's like, oh, I don't know, it's too much shit going on. It's like, bro, listen, you only have to do 2 things on Salesforce. You specifically, I don't care what everyone else got to do. You need to do 2 things. Figure out how to do those 2 things, and that's it. I'm like, bro, listen, I don't know how to work Excel like that. I know how to do the basic shit that I needed to do for my internship on
Yeah,
Excel,
you
though.
know what's crazy
That was
is
it.
the fact that these niggas they just expect us to know everything. They expect us to know you who barely knows the ins and outs of Excel, and it's a part of your job. You expect me to know everything about Excel. Bruh, I know
And then be
next to
mad when I don't know.
nothing
Yeah, I
about
don't know
Excel,
nothing
bruh.
about
If
Excel.
you have an Excel issue, I don't know.
I don't even like Excel.
Uninstall it and reinstall it is the fix for me. I don't know anything about Excel, man.
Nah, go to your team and say, can we use Google Sheets instead?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm gonna start using that. No, I can't use that.
They're not gonna switch. Yeah, you know they won't switch,
Yeah,
but yeah,
if
no,
I
I
say
mean,
that, niggas will fucking have my head on a pike.
But yeah, so that's all it be. Like it's like, and it's with so many things where like I understand. Like I've used SPSS, right? And so for a lot of folks who don't know, that's a statistical software. Use it for statistics. It's like an
Oh,
IBM data management and analytics software. And I used that when I was in doing vital statistics for like a public health class I was in. And I would like, mind you, I'm relatively tech savvy. I was doing tech support at the time. That was the only program that I genuinely like opened, saw the interface, and I did the long exhale. I was like, oh, Jesus, this is gonna be rough. And it was rough. It was rough as fuck. That shit was arduous, nigga. It was the ugliest, worst fucking interface that existed. And that's what a lot of these programs are. Like Salesforce specific. Salesforce is a dog shit software.
Salesforce is ass, and I'll be
It is
happy
a
the day
dog
that
shit
niggas stop
program.
using this shit.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's a dog shit program, and I'm just like, yo, there's a
And niggas
million
don't use it
things
because
better
they
than.
literally fucking have to.
Yeah, it's just I think, and again, people are just like, no one is looking. You know what I mean? Like they're just like, well, what's the number one? Oh, Salesforce? Okay. And they just
Yeah.
go with Salesforce, right? But it's just like, dog, there's so many other customer like CRMs that are just significantly better.
You
And
know
it's
what
just
pisses
like,
me off about my company is the fact that we use Salesforce and CRM, and we use another shit called Highspot. We use like 4 different, like, our company is worldwide. It's a big company, so we use like different sales programs. So we use
mm-hmm,
Salesforce, CRM, Highspot, and like 3 other uh fucking programs for other countries.
mm-hmm.
It's like
And
there's
yeah,
better shit we could be using, but we're using all of that and Salesforce, and I'm like,
yeah, and
but we
I'm just
still have
like,
to
bro,
start
please
Salesforce.
pick anything else. Like pick Zendesk, pick anything but this shit, bro. Like that Salesforce is so disgusting, bro. Like the shit like and it's just, but again, like that comes back to just stubbornness of fucking execs. Like nigga, if you're an
What
exec and
niggas
you don't
know?
you don't like,
Yeah,
for example, I'm thinking about myself, I'm starting a business, I don't know nothing about Excel, so mind you, I wouldn't know nothing. So I'm thinking, well, if we got to capture data and Excel is all I know, I'm picking fucking Excel, even though I don't know how to use Excel. I'm picking it because it's the only thing I know, right?
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
and granted, I might know of Google Sheets, I'm just not thinking of that because Microsoft Excel is the one to think of. So yeah, I don't know, man. Closing thought. I did say this would be a little tangent, but that shit really grinded my gears. But yeah, long story short, please, I'm begging y'all, old folks, young folks, everybody, you gotta be greedy with this knowledge, dog. You gotta treat this shit like it's a drug, nigga. Like, hey, look, you got that YouTube link? Hey, nah, shh, my mom coming. Hey, what's going on? Oh, you got okay, yeah. Hey, send a link. I'm gonna put my phone on silent. Send a link. Like, nah, you gotta be greedy with that knowledge, dog, because you're going to need it. You'll never know when you need it. I promise you, you'll never know when you need it.
Yeah, literally.
I did that SPSS shit thinking I'm never gonna use this shit again. And to be fair, I didn't use that shit again. But some of the things I learned in SPSS, I ended up taking to other programs because they also had shitty interfaces. And I was like, what? Well, this shitty interface looks familiar. So, I mean, it helps, But anywho, that's tangents over. Back to America's best dressed mage. We are going to speak about why does this one say
Ezra Driller.
Urza.
Urza.
So
Ursha.
yes. So the two things we didn't cover was one, Ezra Miller is being accused of grooming. They said a woman, but
Yeah.
I'm. Oh, okay, I see. That,
I
that
know. I saw the picture of the original 18-year-old girl that he was grooming.
Yeah. So when I said woman, I was confused because they said she met when she was 12 at Standing Rock, and in my head, I was like, there is no fucking way Standing Rock was that long ago that a 12-year-old is now 18, and unfortunately, that is literally how time
Yeah,
works.
you were old. Yeah, don't get about. Don't worry
That's
about it.
that's literally how time works.
Literally.
So, but I did say like I might want to put woman in quotes. Like he met her when she was 12. He's known
Yeah,
her
no, that
a
was a
third
kid.
of her life, and she's 18. Like let's
This shit's
um.
disgusting, bro. Like,
But yeah, so like, but let's read the story. And I also misgendered Ezra Miller plenty of times, so I apologize for that. But it's
see, it's
tough,
not
man.
just me. It's tough.
So I like the way this article wrote it, because they just keep throwing Ezra's name out there 100 million fucking times in this article. They're like, look, I'm not doing the they shit, dog. I'm just hitting you niggas with the name every time. So long story short, Ezra was 23, and the girl they met was 12. That alone, I'm gonna tell you right now, that alone, shaky shit. I know it's Hollywood, niggas do mentors and all shaky shit.
That's probably
Okay.
why that's probably what he said to get the parents on his side, honestly. Yeah,
What?
I'll take her in as a mentor, and
That's what you gotta say, of
do what I
course.
do.
Because what other reason would a 23-year-old want to chill with a 12-year-old? Like, I don't like, no disrespect, but like, what fucking profound ideas do you have on protest, dog? I don't want to hear that shit. You 12, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what you going for. So no, this woman has an amazing name, Toccata Iron Eyes. I'm gonna assume that this woman is native.
Oh,
That
that's
would
crazy. No,
that
that's a
would be the
crazy name.
only
I'll do that.
explanation for these names. But
Uh,
according to Chase Iron Eyes and his wife, Sarah Jumping Eagle, so I've now
her the
confirmed that they are native.
dad,
The dad's name is Chase Iron Eyes, and the wife is the mother is Sarah Jumping Eagle. Well, it doesn't say the mother, but no, it says their
they're
daughter.
a jump eagle. Nah, I just gotta say, Native American
Sarah
people
Jumping
have the
Eagle.
best names on planet fucking
I mean,
Earth.
Chase
Yeah.
Iron Eyes. God, oh boy.
Fuck that. What was the wife's name? What was it? It was Jumping Eagle.
Sarah Jumping Eagle. Now the Sarah,
That,
I mean, come on, you
that's
could have been
it.
better with the Sarah,
I don't
but
care about Sarah, but Jumping Eagle is
yeah,
unbelievable.
that's crack. That's crack. But
10 out of 10 name.
so then in
I wish.
2017, right, Ezra Miller flew their daughter and flew the daughter out to London to visit the set of Fantastic Beasts and where to find them. Another reason we should stop fucking with Harry Potter movies.
You
But
see
anyway,
another reason, like I fuck with it to begin with.
no, I said we. Like when I say we, I meant the collective.
We as a people, a
Nigga, I
collective.
haven't
Yeah,
watched the Harry Potter movie since like the second one, maybe.
yeah. I don't give a fuck about Harry Potter.
So
So
then
yeah.
the parents shared that 25-year-old Ezra at the time provided Toccata with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD during the trip. Toccata was 14 at the time. They also claim that Ezra tried to sleep in the same bed as Toccata, but was prevented by his chaperone. Now,
Okay.
Ezra tried to pay college tuition to an affiliated organization. And then they added that their daughter was living at the star's Vermont residence. Pay close attention. Remember the state of Vermont. It will come in handy. Right? So she was living there, devoid of her driver's license, car keys, bank card, and other items. And phone.
Okay.
And they also found bruises on her body when they visited the house in January. So they decided to take Toccata home, but of course she fled to New York City to reunite with her friend, or her groomer, I guess
Her
I'm going
friend.
to
I
put
was
it.
going to say her friend.
And they've reportedly been traveling together ever since. Toccata was accompanying Ezra when Ezra was arrested at the club in Hawaii. So I mean,
Wait. Did I miss something? Or where is she from? Where was that? Where is she from?
where is she from? I don't know. The met her at the Standing Rock protest. That's all I got.
Okay, I didn't miss anything.
Maybe
It
she's
didn't
from
say
out there.
where
I
she was
don't know.
from.
I don't know. Yeah, she might be from North Dakota. I'm not sure. She is native, so I mean North Dakota makes sense.
Yeah. So it's very possibly that but we're not confirmed. He may have taken her from North Dakota to wherever the fuck he is now, across the country for sure.
Yeah. So, and my thing was, Toccata, the girl, put out a bunch of statements, pretty much saying like, "I'm good, y'all. Chill out. My parents bugging now, all that other shit." And I'm like, with all due respect, I don't give a fuck, boy. You 18, little ass kid. Shut your ass up.
You don't even know what the fuck going on for real, for real.
Yeah, like, bro, like, listen, you don't know you getting groomed yet. Like, it's not even
Yeah,
there for you
literally.
yet. Yeah, like you don't even understand you getting groomed yet. Like, listen, I'm gonna be soft on you just because like it's what you're dealing with is traumatic and you don't understand that yet. But like, I'm gonna need you to relax, all right?
Yeah,
Because
you don't even know that you being
you
groomed.
ain't know
So
it, right? So that was the first incident, right? And that incident was bad enough. And I think that was the one that like, them DC niggas was like, yo, man, look, you fought a nigga, cool, it happens. Spit on a nigga, I mean, I guess you resisted arrest. I mean, yet again, I guess. But come on, bro.
I mean, Hawaii not even a real state, so can the police really hold me at this point?
I mean, technically, this whole country ain't a real country. If you want to do that type of, you want to do that type beat.
No, I'm not. I was just talking as Ezra Miller. I was talking.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was this one, right? And then
Mhm.
apparently, and I'm not sure how this even came out, but two sources with knowledge of the situation expressed concern to Rolling Stone that it is an unsafe environment for children. What environment, might you ask? Oh, just Ezra Miller's 96-acre property. That's a lot of fucking room.
It was also a
Uh,
farm.
and it was
I
also
saw
a
the
farm
article. I said farm. So
in the state of Vermont. No, I skipped the first. I skipped the first sentence. Don't worry about it. So apparently Ezra's been
no, the
hosting.
farm is important when you think about cults. So you
I
gotta
know.
say
I'm
farm.
gonna mention the farm part. Yeah, I was gonna
All right.
mention it. Believe
All
me.
right.
So Ezra had been hosting a 25-year-old mother and her 3 young children at their farm. Right. A living arrangement that worries the children's father, as well as 2 others with knowledge of the situation. I would be pretty worried too. Like, you took my kids where? Oh, I took them to Ezra's house. Who? You show me a picture. A mage? Like, nah,
Oh,
this
mate!
he said, is this a dark mage? Nah, no. Where are my kids? Bring my kids home. That nigga casting spells as we speak. So it said one source who, like the other, requested oh my god, I hate this word. This is a word that will kill me in terms of pronunciation. Anonymity. I know the word, I know what it means. I just can never pronounce it right. But they requested to be anonymous,
Yeah.
long story short. For
So,
fear of
okay.
retribution. And they recalled an instance where one of the children, a 1-year-old, allegedly picked up a loose bullet and put it in her mouth.
Yeah.
Now, this woman said that Ezra's home ranch has been a healing haven for us. And I'm like, you know what I'm starting to see here? Let me just interject. You know what see here?
They are a young Jared Leto. This nigga
Lot,
starting a cult, bro.
lot of cult like
Yeah.
shit going on here. A lot of manipulation going on here. Some real strange things. And then literally the woman said they may have firearms for self-defense purposes, and they're stored in a part of the house that the children never go in, except for that one
Well,
time
if
little
they
Molly
open
had the bullet in her
they
mouth.
don't be going in there, why the bitch got a bullet in her mouth?
It's an honest mistake. I smoked the L, fell asleep with the blunt in my hand, woke up, Molly was in the shed. I mean, come on, we've all been there as parents. I mean, come on,
No,
guys.
we haven't.
Right?
No,
No,
the fuck we
no.
haven't.
The old bullet in the mouth gag.
Yo, bullet in your mouth. No, that's insane. Think about
The old bullet in the mouth gag.
what if she
No,
would have swallowed that? Actually, you know what? Babies are resilient. She probably would have swallowed that shit and
I would
been
say
fine.
swallowing that bullet wouldn't have meant nothing. Maybe she's
Yeah,
swallowing
would have just
batteries
passed
and they be
it.
good.
Nigga, I ate so many batteries as a kid. That's what the fuck is
He
wrong
said,
with me
"What's
now.
that? Ooh, 12-0? Yeah, let me get that. Yeah,
No, I
that's
was
the
mainly
jumbo
like
joint.
AAA, maybe a double A every
Oh, you
now and
wasn't
then.
swallowing like the rectangle joints, the big
Nah,
old.
nigga, I couldn't. My throat wouldn't
Yeah,
handle
nah,
it.
yeah, no, that 12-0 would have cooked your shit.
Was
You ain't have.
was you?
No, no.
Why you bring it up then?
I sucked on a battery before. That was a very
Oh yeah, no, I did too.
unsatisfactory.
I
To
used to
put it
love sucking on
lightly,
batteries. I used to love that fucking
you used to
that
love it.
zap.
I did it one time, and I very quickly decided against doing that again.
That's because he was sucking on batteries of high voltage. I was sucking on low battery,
Oh, it was the AAA. It was
low, low.
the thin one. He said, "Oh wait, hold on. What brand
What?
you had? You had the door cells?
I was gonna say nah, because I was sucking on batteries. I was getting that little zap, little zip. That's all you needed.
Who's that?
Little.
Nigga was charging up.
You
Nigga was
never
plugging
sucked on.
himself in.
You never. You never sucked on a battery. You just got the little. You just got that
No,
little.
nigga tried to turn himself into a Tesla.
You never got that little bit of zip. They just like
A little bit of zip. I can't. Listen, I happened once, motherfucker. I just thought you know. I did it once. I
so
said,
fit.
no, that
I
wasn't
guess
good.
I guess we just built different because I
Oh,
like
really?
that. I just
You
kept
said,
going with it.
ooh, okay. Maybe it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Bro, it's a very specific little zip taste that's to it.
It's a little, get a little zip electricity, keep the
Drink
juices flowing.
Mountain Dew, drink some Mountain Dew fresh from the can, and you feel it
He
like
said,
ice
no. What you
cold.
do is you take a battery, dip it in the Mountain Dew, but you don't want to over dip it. You don't want to over dip. You just want to dip
Nah,
one
nah,
end.
don't dip the battery. I'm saying the battery itself is equal to one Mountain Dew.
Okay.
That's why it destroys sperm like that.
Now, what would happen if you just dip the tip of the battery in there? You think like you do the little lick and
You might
that shit
die.
static shock your ass?
You might die. I don't know what happens if you dip batteries in liquid. I don't know.
I don't know either. But back to the old bullet in the mouth gag.
I feel like a bullet in the mouth would feel the same as a battery in the mouth. That's all I'm gonna say. Continue with what you're saying.
So apparently, the Ezra met the woman in Hilo, Hawaii, which does not bode well for her chances.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, she's cool.
I'm like, bro, anybody you met during that crisis that Ezra Miller
Yeah,
was having
no,
out there,
ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way.
I worry for the safety of every single person that Ezra met in that time out there. And so apparently the mother and father have been at odds for some time, and I was like,
Yeah, I read the article and people, I don't know why. I have no idea why, but people are still trying to defend Ezra Miller. I don't know if it's because they really love DC and they are trying to defend the Flash.
People don't. You gotta understand. People don't see celebrities as regular human beings. So they just when they hear shit like this, which sounds like, I mean, first off, this is not a regular human being either. But when you hear stories like this is what a sick nigga would do, and you're just like, well, no, you're a celebrity.
Not my celebrity.
Celebrity. Come on now.
Not the nigga that played a psychopath one time.
You're like, bro, you had the world in the palm of your hands, and you chose to get a bunch of kids on your farm. Nah, who would choose that? This nigga, Ezra. Ezra would choose that. That's what's happening. Literally, Ezra would choose that.
What was I about to say? Fuck, what was I about to say? Oh no, people were defending him. People were literally defending him. Like, just read the actual article, and then I read the article.
I read it. It gets nowhere. It gets no better.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, what are you talking about? They posted literally one section where it said that the Child Protective Service came and said that nothing was wrong. And then I read the article and I was like,
yeah, I saw that part. I'm looking at it right now.
What are you talking about? Nigga?
It's one I'm like, dog, this is like the 26th paragraph of a scathing report about bad shit that Ezra has done.
Like what are you on right now? What are you
know
on?
What's nutty? The part 2 sections before that, right? Is that alleged has been frequent and heavy marijuana use in front of the children. Video footage appears to show at least 8 assault weapons, rifles, and handguns laying around the living room with some weapons propped up next to a pile of stuffed animals. See, the old bullet in the mouth gap.
Yeah, why
and apparently
weapons around stuffed animals.
Well, I don't know why. I think that was just for the pic that they were posting, I guess. But
no. I'm asking, like, in the article, why?
Oh, why they made mention of that? They felt it was important, I suppose.
No, not why. Why would the niggas in the house have weapons around stuffed animals when there are kids in the house?
Shoulder shrug. I don't know. But apparently they hit Ezra has a sizable cannabis farm. And I'm like, okay, well that explains the gun and the weed. The guns in the weed.
Does it explain the guns? Because if this was in Vermont or wherever the fuck they said it was, weed is legal. Why would he need guns?
Come on, you know how this shit works.
I don't. No, explain.
Okay, well, I'm about to explain it to you now. Miller's farm is not among the state's 25 licensed cultivators, meaning I am doing illegal
so
business.
He's illegally doing it.
So I need a gun.
So even if weed is legal, you have to still.
You ain't got a license.
Oh man!
And
crazy.
I imagine dressing like a mage and spitting on cops in Hawaii is not gonna help you get it. Maybe the mage part doesn't matter, but definitely the spitting on cops.
I don't think the mage part. It's definitely spitting on cops. Wait,
can you imagine a guy like I can excuse assault on an officer, but how dare you wear that long coat every day?
You want to hear something funny? What you just said, a nigga literally said on Twitter, like not literally. He didn't talk about the mage coat, but somebody said if Ezra Miller was black and doing the shit that he's doing, he would have been dead. And then somebody said, "Oh, so Ezra Miller should be dead." I swear to God, I hate these fucking people.
You're just like, okay. Okay.
If you're not capable of understanding not even
nah, that's a shame. If
not even
Johnny had 2 apples,
this isn't even like a nuanced thing. This is out in the open. If a
I
black
wouldn't even
man
say
was
a black
doing,
man. If the wrong man did this, they're getting spanked. Like,
no, if
a
it
lot
wasn't
of
a
people get
famous
spanked for
nigga,
this. Yeah, a
yeah, a
lot of people
lot,
get
yeah, nah,
smoked for this.
and so the fact that you felt the need to say, "Oh, so Ezra Miller should die," suck my fucking dick, random Twitter nigga. I don't
But
even know your name because it wasn't worth my time. But
for me, it's every part of this. Like, there's no part of this that ain't a normal. Like, maybe one part of this a normal nigga gets, right? Like, maybe like I get into a bar fight and I get that, right? Maybe that's the one
right,
saving grace I get. But
right.
then once I get into the bar fight, right, and then I spit on a cop, I'm cooked. That's it.
Nigga, you
That's
spit
it.
on a cop. You spit on the cop. You're fucking dead.
Yeah, I'm
You're
cooked.
dead.
That's it.
You're
That's
dead.
it.
Nah,
That's it right there.
ain't no jail,
Right.
nigga.
But
Straight
then
to the
hold on, he
stake.
survives both of those, or Ezra survives both of those. Excuse me. Right. And then, oh, you just found out. Okay, so you illegally selling weed too. Again, this cooks anybody else, not just the niggas, but white folks too.
This is late though. This is late. He's done way more before
I
the weed
know, but
farm.
then before the weed farm,
On
right? We found
Hawaii,
out
this nigga committed like
exactly.
18 crimes.
was just on a
This nigga was in
crime spree.
Hawaii just on a crime spree. This nigga was playing GTA in Hawaii, bro.
Nigga was on
He was
Hawaii.
playing GTA.
You know about the old bullet in the mouth, cat? the old the old.
Yo.
Yeah, no, it's nuts. Obviously I'm praying for everyone involved besides Ezra Miller. But yeah, this is nuts. Very nuts. And
I've
again, I
never
can't.
seen this. I've seen a lot of niggas with mental illness. I've never seen.
Oh no, don't put
This
that on us.
like
Don't put that little. Don't put that on mental illness.
no. Let me
This
get
motherfucker might
my
be
shit off.
100% good.
No, if this nigga is 100% sane and doing this, there needs to be a new category for crime.
You said
This
okay.
nigga,
You
I
up?
was about to say I've seen hella niggas with mental illness, but this nigga has the most severe case of CTE multiplied to the maximum I've ever seen in my
It's
entire
from
life.
all that running on the set of the Flash movie. I'm telling you, that's
His head was bouncing up
that
against that
Speed
helmet in
Force
there.
was cooking Ezra Miller.
Yeah,
Slow
but no,
down. I don't
if
feel
this
so
is
good.
not a mental illness, and the more that I look at it, I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychologist. I did go to school for it though, but
Welcome.
I'm not a licensed psychologist.
Go
The
ahead.
fact that he was
Armchair.
taunting niggas while he was on the run, and the fact that he keeps doing more and more things, and it just keeps escalating. These are signs of a sociopath. Like, he does not feel remorse. He does not feel empathy. He's just doing whatever the fuck he wants, and shit is just happening. And the fact that he's been arrested however many times in Hawaii. They fuck.
Just say Ezra. I'm about to say, just say the name.
Ezra.
That'll be easier.
I don't know why. It's just,
Or a mage person. No, it's not easier. I was gonna say mage
no,
man,
mage
but then
person
mage
is
man
easier.
would
No,
add
mage
on.
person is easier because it makes me think about Elden Ring. So
You can say black mage, yeah, the black mage.
no, I'm not gonna say black mage because he's not black.
I feel like Ezra got like one of those titles, like Ezra Miller, like the
Ezra
black
Miller,
mage of
Scourge.
the black scourge of
Ezra Miller,
the black scourge of Hawaii.
The child taker.
Ezra Miller, the old bullet.
Oh my god. So Ezra Miller, this person, this nigga is very possibly a sociopath. Maybe even a psychopath.
I think yes. I think we're
This
past
nigga-
socio. I think we're at the psycho part. I don't know the difference, but
there is a difference. Like I said, I went to school for psychology. There's an autism spectrum, and there's like Asperger's and autism. There's a spectrum for psychopathy too, and there's actually a test that niggas can take, and there's a score that you can get to show like how much of a psychopath you
let's
can
go, yo. Let's go. Hold on, let's take it. Let's take it. Psychopath test. I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, Google it. Yeah.
Psych Central. Do I want to go Psych Central or a place called IDR Labs? That sounds a little bit more. It's for educational purposes. This one looks at. There's no ads on it. Oh, there is an ad on here, and they're selling
I
draws.
mean, this isn't gonna be the same shit you get in school, but
I mean, never. Of course not. Hold on. I'm gonna set this test here. We're gonna do this test. Yeah. Fuck it.
yeah, no, take.
Let's find out if we some insane motherfuckers.
I took the test and I definitely had some sociopathic qualities.
No, I know I have some.
Everybody
I'm
does though, because
positive I've got some.
it's literally what
I'm looking at
you
the
know.
first question and I'm just like, oh, okay, I see how this is gonna go.
uh, you know what makes it worse? I took the test. I was in a really dark place when my mom died, and
Mhm.
I hated everything. I was just mad. So I was obviously lacking empathy at that point in my life. I didn't care who lived or who died because my mom just died. I don't give a fuck about any of these people.
Yeah, at the time,
So
niggas like, look, bro, this ain't the time.
yeah, exactly. So for whatever reason, I was tested for a psychopathy test or a sociopathic test. And I scored very high because I didn't have empathy at that point. I don't give a fuck who lives or dies.
Oh yeah,
But
that just
shit
wasn't the time
changed.
for it.
Exactly. So shit changes throughout your life.
Yeah, that absolutely was
No,
not the
no,
time
after
for
my
it.
mom just died, that was not the time to test me for something
Yeah,
like
nigga was
that
a real
because
psychopath for them.
nigga, nigga,
Tell
if
them
you
to
die,
over
I
here
don't give
so
a
they will
fuck.
do what I want them to do. I mean, damn, that make you a psychopath?
Mhm, mhm. That's why I said it's a fucking an aura.
Yeah, so not.
That's not an official test, but
I know.
it'll
I'm
get
just
you in the right. It'll get you in the right direction.
yeah, it'll get you in the right zone. Like it ain't like the test gonna say you 100% and you not 100, like you not like 90. Like the test say nah, bro. You're like you need like we gonna send you a link to a therapist.
And it goes deeper than that too. There's tests to distinguish the difference between sociopaths and
Some
psychopaths.
of these questions, like I can see it though. Like I'm like this one. Success
Yeah, no,
is
yeah,
about the
exactly.
survival of the fittest. I am not concerned about losers. Yo, that's an insane question.
Nah, you sound like you taking the worst possible test, bro.
Listen,
I
this is
will.
just someone I sent, man. That's all. I don't know what I'm doing, but we just gonna keep it
This
moving.
this shit sound ass.
Most important to do the fact that other people. I mean, you know, I feel justified doing whatever I can to succeed. It is what it
This
is. Hold up,
isn't
I'm almost done.
this
Yeah,
isn't
I
the
know.
same
Maybe it's
test I
mid.
took.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it's not the same test, nigga. This is just a random, just the second link on Google.
Oh, yeah, well,
What's
yeah.
right is whatever I can get away with. That's pretty nuts.
Oh,
That's a pretty nuts
and
statement.
you know what? This test might be official because a psychopath will literally answer these, and it's just
Okay, let's see where I'm at. I'm right here. I'm in the blue quadrant of normal. I'm leaning closer to sociopath and psychopath.
yeah.
And I am 39% sociopathic, 40% impulsive. Okay.
Let me take the test. Let me
So
see
let me
what
see,
I
what's
get.
an sociopath? Sociopath is characterized by interpersonal manipulators and deviance as well as egocentricity, callousness, and a lack of remorse. Sociopath is capable of employing glibness. What the hell is glibness?
Glibness. That sounds like a
Glib.
fucking. That sounds like a fucking
Glib.
Adventure Time episode.
Glib is a fluent and
Glib.
okay, what? Uh,
Glib is a fluid. What?
no, they said fluent and voluble, but
Oh,
insincere and shallow. And I'm like, nigga, those you can't define a
what?
word with other words I gotta look up. Like but then the similar is slick, silky, smooth talking, and I'm like, gotcha.
Oh,
Got it.
you are a smooth talker. Yeah, that's fair.
Teehee.
All right, let me take
And
this test.
superficial charm to cunningly use people, but generally lack the impulsivity and overtly violent disposition of psychopaths and impulsive. Yeah,
Oh
no, I
yeah,
can see
that's
that.
super.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's super. It. All
yeah,
right,
I can
let
see
me
that.
let me take
I
the
don't know
test. Let
about
me
the
see.
lack of remorse or guilt. I definitely that's the one thing I
Even if
don't
I
have.
were trying very hard to sell something, it wouldn't lie to. Oh, nigga, fuck that.
He said, "Shit."
Nigga, I gotta get over any way I can. What is right? No way. What's right is whatever I can get away with.
Yeah, somebody's like, "What's right is whatever I can get away with." That is hilarious.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. I, just for
Say
posterity's
shit,
sake,
bro. If they don't see me, that's what's right. I got a psychopathy checklist.
even if I were trying very hard to sell something, I wouldn't let it go.
Oh yeah, I put the hard decline on that. I'm like, nigga, I'm lying. How with your mom?
Oh, you're supposed to move the fucking.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you gotta like move it to the spot.
oh,
It took me a little while to figure that out
I
too.
hit like 4 or 5 before.
Oh, brother.
I'm about to be a psychopath for sure. Yeah, 'cause I didn't.
Nah, you were like in the middle, I think, for like it just stays in the middle. So I think you'll be all right.
Oh, okay.
But let's see. I don't want too much dead air. So while you taking that test, what
What's
else we got on
right
this
is what
agenda?
we get away with.
Blah, blah,
That's for sure.
blah. We still got the Drake album. Okay, so the only thing I really want to get to is this nigga getting a goodie bag. I think that's genuinely the last thing I want to talk about because that was pretty wild. Like we talking about psychopath. Like the niggas that work at Burger King are psychopaths, 100%.
What Drake do to injured niggas?
You said what?
I said, what Drake do to injured niggas?
What did Drake do to who?
To injured niggas.
No. It wasn't about Drake. I was saying like the only two things I had left to talk about would be Drake's and the goodie bag shit from Burger King.
Oh. I thought you said. Okay, yeah, no, go get your
Nah,
shit
it's
off.
cool. You taking your little psychopath test and shit. I understand. It's distracting you because you like, damn, I'm
Yeah,
really.
no. I heard you say something about Drake, and I heard something about. Yeah, no, go ahead.
I mean, you probably almost done at this point though, right? Like,
I'm only on 6 because you keep talking, so I can't
you
really.
only on 6, boy. This nigga
I
can't
I
read while he being talked to. That's crazy. I
yeah, I
can,
got a low
I can.
comprehension level,
You got a little what?
testosterone level.
Uh,
I was hoping you fell for that. I was hoping
you feminized yourself. It's like Morbius. So you accidentally feminize yourself, looking for a way to feminize others.
yeah, I'm bored with
That's probably
myself.
not even the plot of Morbius. But who cares? No one watched it.
Oh no,
They won't
man.
know. So let's see. Only thing I have left, I guess I'll talk Drake album because it'll be fine. You can tune that out since you didn't listen to the whole thing anyway. Drake album was this was like I forgot somebody. Who was it? I want to give him credit because it's somebody I actually know. That's just way too far on my likes. I want to say it was like Yoni. You know Yoni on Twitter.
No. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I want to say it was him, but he was basically saying the album was like he's saying the album is like a student project almost, right? Where it's like you spend, maybe a month learning about the basic tenets of something, or a couple of weeks learning about the basic tenets of something. And they're like, all right, now put together your own 45-minute version. And so basically, he was saying like that's what this sounds like. Like it ain't terrible, it's not stellar, it's not bad, And I was like, okay, that student project that sounds like the best description of this because it's not bad. Like people who immediately panned it, I was just like, bro, y'all just want to be first so bad, bro. We are 14 minutes in. What songs did you hear? 14 minutes. What songs did you hear? It's 12:14, dog. You could not have listened to anything. Would you just go to every song, skip a minute and a half into it, and this shit, why? So I immediately knew, like, some of the people were just like, nah, this shit not it, da da da, and all that. And I remember before I listened to it, I was just thinking like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then somebody ended up saying that I forgot what it is they said, but they basically said like, oh, this album is like basically saying it was like a dance album. And I was like, Drake made a dance album. So at that point, honestly, I ran to go check it out. I was like, what the hell does that sound like? What the hell does a Drake dance album sound like? I need to know. And so I looked, right, and then I listened to it, and I'm just like, okay, first song, all right, not terrible, but not great either. And essentially, I said that through the whole album, with the exception of like 5 songs. It's only 14 songs total. But I think it didn't really kick up until like 4. Like 4 through 9 is where all the crack is. Like intro is like 2 is just not my speed, not my thing. Text Go Green is all right. It's not my thing either per se. But Currents, Calling My Name, Sticky, Massive, Flights Booked. Once you get there, and even Ties That Bond. Tie That Bond's all right. But yeah, so I think a lot of people like were just so eager to just pan this, right? Like they were just so eager to do it. They were just like, nah, shit whack, right? And a lot of people were so eager to say like, oh, this is that, da da da, all that. But a lot of people were saying like, oh, Drake wasn't in touch with No House and da 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 this and that. And I was like, okay, true. I'm not gonna say that it wasn't. But what I will say is that Black Coffee was involved in some of the production here. And for those who don't know, Black Coffee is a very famous. Black Coffee was involved in one song, and it's actually a song I love. So of course, but no, 2 songs. Sorry, the second song is a song I'm a little iffy on. But yeah, I want to know who did this. I guess an Australian guy did this song. Sheesh, nice job, guy. But anywho,
I was gonna say I wouldn't be surprised because House has spread so far. It's House is everywhere now.
Oh yeah.
And I just want everybody listening to know that it started in Detroit, the
I thought it
blackest
started in
city in
Chicago.
America. No, fuck Chicago. It started in Detroit. Look it up. Detroit is house music capital of the world, not America, of the world. Every nigga listen to House is from Detroit.
Everything say Chicago. Explain to me the Detroit part.
Keep listening.
Keep listening.
Well, let me see. Hold on, let me see.
No, I got a brief history of housing in Detroit. Get out of my face.
That's racist as fuck. When you look up housing in Detroit, housing comes up because, oh man, that's fucked up.
Are we talking Detroit techno? We not doing that. Is that what we count? Because these are all black people, so I'm willing to count them. But
so look up Crystal Waters.
Oh, I know Crystal Waters. Crystal Waters is from Detroit, correct?
Yes, and she came out with.
Oh yeah, she had a lot. Oh, Gypsy Woman, yeah, that's the one.
I was gonna say she might have come up with literally the first house song to ever come out in history. That's why I say house came from Detroit because Crystal Waters is from Detroit, and she came out with
What do you mean
Gypsy
when you
Woman.
say she's from Detroit? Did she grow up there? Because she was born in Jersey, is what I'm saying.
Oh no, the bitch went to Detroit and created music there.
Let's see. Whose father is Jazz Musician Jr. She met a production duo at a conference in Baltimore. Moved to DC. I had seen. It sounded like she a DC person more than anything else, like Baltimore DMV area more than anything else. I ain't gonna hold you. That Detroit shit might be cooked.
Google Detroit Crystal Waters.
Let's see.
What was there?
I am getting the strangest things.
I am too. What the fuck is this?
I'm not sure where, man. I don't know about that one, Chief. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even gonna hold you. I see she was born in Deptford. She moved to DC, and she studied business and all at Howard. And then first 2 songs she wrote for the boys in DC was Gypsy Woman and some other joint.
What?
It sound like
what is this?
DC was like DMV area, which I expected, like Baltimore DMV.
No, nigga, I'm not talking about you. I'm looking at what I'm looking at.
But this is 91. The house was around before that.
Yeah, I was saying I'm in DC, so I don't. Wait, when did?
Because Chicago House was
when did Gypsy Woman come out?
Gypsy Woman came out in 91. That's what I'm saying. Like Chicago House came out 87, like mid 80s. That's why I'm saying like I'm of the belief that Chicago may be the birthplace of house music. I'm not mistaken.
Chicago always leash it off of Detroit.
Maybe so. I don't know, but
I'll find some. I will find some.
Keep looking because everything I'm looking at is showing me Chicago, and then it basically got exported elsewhere.
Listen, every time I look up house music, Detroit auto populates,
I don't see
and
none of that
that's
shit.
all
You
I
might
get.
it might just be because you from Detroit.
That's racially motivated for sure,
No, it's
or
regionally motivated.
regionally motivated. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. It is.
yeah,
Oh, you
that's
from D
definitely.
Town? Yeah, nah, it was them D Town niggas for sure. But what was that question on your sociopath test, yo? Would you say anything to sell a product? He said, yeah, no, 100%. He said, so okay, so house music came from Iowa. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Listen,
Iowa.
all my life, niggas
Des
that I
Moines.
grew up with
Des Moines
have been
specifically.
telling me house music was in Detroit. And
I
you
don't
know what?
I'm
I
yeah.
believe it because Motown jazz came from Detroit. So house is probably just an evolution from jazz. I mean, where else
It's
would it
looking
have come
like
from?
it started with like Detroit techno. And that kind of
You
although
know, that makes the most sense because techno did start in Detroit.
yeah,
That's a
that
fact. You can
that's
trace
yeah,
that back.
yeah, yeah, no, that's what
So
I'm looking
house
at.
probably came from techno.
And this is 1980s, so this is around the same time.
That's around as far as it goes, honestly.
Said late 870s and who you got? We got these some live sets and tracks. This is DJ Godfather, DJ Beige, DJ Holographic, Stacy Hot Wax Hale, and Omar S.
I'm surprised niggas haven't taken those names yet because it's been so long since them niggas have been DJs.
But you know what happens. Like you take that name, especially if you try to stay in this same lane, you gonna get cooked for that. You know how that go.
Yeah.
Like don't let you be I'm DJ Holographic and then you doing house music too, they gonna fry your shit. Believe me, it'll be niggas like you. Nah, yo. I know. No, I know. But the one thing
Oh
I
yeah,
did like,
I no, I fessed up. So I'm two in the blue. 43.75% sociopathic, 38.64% impulsive,
oh, so you basically what I was.
which makes you
Me and you,
sixteen
blood
point three
brothers,
three percent.
basically.
Yeah, all right. I was a lot more before.
Oh yeah.
When I was in my worst, I didn't give a fuck who died,
He
nigga.
said when I was at my lows, woo, I was ready to sacrifice a couple
And
niggas. I ain't gonna hold you.
I ain't had no empathy. Any nigga could die right now.
I just saw this headline. This is nuts. Laid off factory worker. I
Bro,
can't
yeah,
believe that shit, yo.
I said that before the shit
Nigga
started.
ain't been a
Yeah,
factory worker in years, bro. That ain't my job no more, ho.
he's a fucking TikTok star, like the same bitch y'all mentioned in this shit. So what are
Okay.
you talking about?
But anywho, back to this Drake album. I'll wrap it up with the one good thing that I'm glad about. Because don't get me wrong, there were a bunch of people arguing about the origins of house and getting into argument. Because that's what people do all the time. Well, Drake got y'all thinking. I'm like, shut up, please shut up. Drake
Yeah.
put some house music in his shit, and now people are gonna go listen to house, right? Now, of course, there's gonna be some people who only know Drake who are gonna think Drake pioneered house, or are gonna think this house is amazing. And instead of being a dickhead like you're doing right now, put them onto better house music because I know there's better house music. I grew up listening to it. Nigga, I remember vividly the days of my dad putting together house mixtapes, burning them on CDs. And I'm upstairs and I can hear this shit dumping through the whole crib for hours. So like I know I grew up with a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like at the same time, though, it's like, look, I am not the person who's like, oh, look at Drake. He gonna come in, take our shit, do a B tier cover of it, and niggas gonna sit up here and love it. And I'm like, bro, just don't hate. Find what you like. Find what you like. This
Yeah,
album is not
facts.
awful. It's not awful.
Yeah,
It's
I've been
not. I wouldn't
seeing
even say it's bad.
so many
It's
people hating this album. I'm like,
yeah. I would say it's above average. It's
it's
not
not
bad.
bad. Yeah, niggas just y'all just literally hating.
Yeah, I'm
Go.
just like, bro, listen, like but no, my big criticism of this was that Drake's singing is bad on this whole thing. Like it's just
Yeah.
like the same pitch, the same
Mm-hmm.
tone, the same tenor, and I'm just like, dog, this probably worked on like 3 or 4 of the songs, but it didn't work on the rest of them. So like, I don't know what you're doing. Oh yeah, they talking about Detroit techno, da da da. They talking about Detroit suburb of Belleville. Yeah, okay, now we talking.
Yeah. like I said, yeah, maybe House wasn't born in Detroit.
Well,
Like I
techno
thought it
is,
was, but techno
similar. I mean,
1000% was,
yeah. Well, think
and
about it. Black
House was
techno.
born from techno.
Black
Yeah,
techno might as well be house. Like, if we gonna
yeah,
keep it a being, like,
that's why I said fucking techno. I mean,
I
not
see
techno.
what you're saying. I see what
House
you're saying. Because this is
is
82,
born.
81, 81, 85,
Yeah,
87, 86. Okay. I get what you're saying. I get
Detroit
what you're
got the
saying.
shit on lock.
Okay. All right.
One
Shout out to
thousand percent.
Detroit. They gave
Yeah,
us Ford and house music.
for sure.
I'm sure they gave us more, like T Grizzly, but you
Debatable,
know.
literal, but whatever.
But what else we got? What else we got? What else we got? What was the last thing I said I wanted to talk about? Oh yeah, the goodie bag. So I'm sure you saw this shit. I know you saw this shit actually.
The goodie bag. I don't know what that is actually.
So okay, so for those who don't know, right, and for you, and you'll probably know it as I'm saying it, but there was a dude who worked at Burger King for 27 years. Now that alone is kind of nuts, and I'll unpack that in a second. But he worked at Burger King for 27 years, and in those 27 years, he didn't miss a single day of work, which is also nuts. And I will
Insane.
and I will unpack that in a second. But
Absolutely insane. Yeah.
so that's two things. Just count that. That's two incredibly strange things happening. But there's a third that's even worse. So the third was, I guess he came in and they gave him basically a reward for like, hey, listen, man, perfect attendance, 27 years, man. Not many could do it. And by not many, they meant literally no one but you. And so they offer him a gift. It's a little bag, and he opens the bag up, and he's like, okay, we gonna see what's in the bag. And in the bag, hold on, let me find the article.
Before you say what you're gonna say, is it gonna make me want to murder people
Yes,
or
100%.
okay?
100%.
I thought that is what I thought.
And so again, I will. It's hard for me to speak on this because I know there's an element here that I don't think niggas are addressing, that no one has addressed. But anyway, so this guy works 27 years. What's this guy's name? What's the guy's name? I have his name right here. Where the hell is his name? Kevin Ford, 54-year-old Kevin Ford, right? So he. Let's see. Okay, so he got a bag with. I wanna make sure I get the contents of the bag.
Bro, get it together
100%.
because I want to know how mad I need to be to murder this nigga.
You're gonna be very bad. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Come
about it.
on, man. Let's get
I'm
it
giving
out.
you time to brace. Okay, I'm trying to find the exact contents of the bag. It's not that important, but it is important because I think the contents do mean something. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Yes. Okay. Small see-through bag. First off, I mean, come on, they couldn't even splurge on a good bag, right? See-through
Right.
bag, like like when you buy like pillowcases, that's probably like the bag left over or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a bag of Reese's, a Starbucks reusable cup, 2 pens, some lifesavers,
God.
and a movie ticket.
What?
Now, granted, that movie ticket is worth like $80.
What? What is going on?
You know how expensive movies is. That movie ticket is worth like $90. So
I don't understand what I'm even hearing right now. What? Hello? Can you shed some knowledge on this?
oh, you want to hear Burger King's response? Oh, okay, I'd be glad to
Nigga,
tell it to you.
yes, nigga. What the fuck?
Oh no,
Why
hold
were
on.
you
I
silent
mean,
for that
I
long?
was giving you time for the anger to build up.
I don't need anger to build up because I don't even fucking
I'm waiting for the bar
understand
to
what
fill
the
up. All
fuck.
right. So
Okay, the
they
the
said.
madness bar. This
So Burger King said, following a review with this location's franchisee, we've learned that this video depicts a team member in
oh
receipt
man.
of a peer-to-peer reward in recognition of a short-term positive performance. Stop right there. Short-term positive performance? Bitch, I was 27 years ish. Okay, let's skate right past that. The franchisee offers its team members a I don't even want to say this word out loud. A robust employee recognition program. Robust is not the word I use to describe a movie ticket and some Reese's. But okay. Which
Nah,
includes the
that's
recognition of 10-year milestones and monetary awards. Dog, y'all making it seem like this nigga was like y'all favorite teacher.
this
And
is
like,
nah, ain't no way.
now, the one thing I wanted to say, and I felt a little bad saying it. So I'm still gonna say it because I feel like it's just something I haven't seen anybody says. He said, "I'm happy." The guy said, "I'm happy about anything. I'm thankful for anything I get. I'm not that type of person. Believe me, I've been through a lot. It's a great company, you know. I've been here 27 years.
Yeah, it
But
was
like most
goddamn.
corporations, they've kind of lost touch with their workers, and through COVID or whatever, they started cutting out programs." He said, "We used to get checks for 20 years, and that's what I actually thought the movie ticket was." And then he said that he saw that it wasn't even 2 movie tickets; it was just 1. And then he said, and this is the guy talking, right? He said, "So I was like, this is just too much," and it seemed as if they just grabbed stuff they had laying around. And I was like, "Nigga, ain't no semen, like nigga."
That's what the fuck
Bitch,
they
that's what
did.
happened. They didn't go to the store and say, "Yo, let me get 1 bag of Reese's, a Starbucks reusable cup, 2 pens." And like, you can't go to one store and get all that. You understand? Like, that's literally just they went around the office and say, "Yo, you got some candy, Reese's? Let me see the bag." Nah, that bag looks fucked up. I can't go in there. I need like a fresh looking Reese's bag. Like somebody bought one like last week or something. Starbucks reusable cup. This is just shit they had laying around, bro. Like literally, this is literally the shit they had laying around, which is what makes this worse. But then the part for me, that I just didn't get. Wait, hold on. So he received his gifts from HMS Hosts, which is the company from which Burger King hires staff. That doesn't matter, honestly, because either way, nigga, someone paid me with this dog shit bag. But the part I for me, I was just like, and I was asking, I was like, is he? I don't want to be rude, but is there a disability involved here?
Shit, the way you put it, there very well could be.
That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to, but like that's like, because that was one of the first things that came to my head. Because again, before we even get to this part, as soon as I read 27 years of working at Burger King, I stopped right there and I said, hold on.
Yep. 27 years at a fast food chain?
It's nuts.
There's no fucking way.
And 2, can you imagine working 27 years at a, like, I'm like, bro, you better be a
I couldn't.
VP
No,
or something,
I
nigga. How
couldn't
you
imagine
27 and
working
still flipping?
27 years anywhere, nigga. If I'm not at the top of the company,
yeah, or y'all not making it really, really, truly worth my while. But yeah, no, I just like 27 years is nuts to work at a Burger King. Like,
nigga, I would blow that bitch up. I'm gonna be honest. I got a suicide bomb the building.
but that's the craziest thing, like, because my thing I'm thinking about, right, is 27 years is a weird milestone. No one actually celebrates 27 years of anything unless it's like a yearly anniversary type thing, right? Which means y'all could have offered me nothing. Y'all could have absolutely just offered me nothing, right? Like, so you went out your way to make a big deal about me never missing a day for 27 years, and then gave me the shit you had laying around.
Yeah,
I'm
literally.
just, it's definitely missing me.
Some
I'm
niggas
definitely not getting it.
definitely gotta get decapitated. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, that being said, I think that's gonna be it from me. What else? Nothing. NBA draft is tonight. Personally, don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But
Either way,
cool.
I'm gonna lose money on the bets, so I don't care.
Nah,
Fuck
if you
that.
bet on niggas who bet on the draft are insane, yo. Like, niggas are sickos, yo.
I didn't mean I didn't mean on the draft. I meant going forward on NBA.
I mean, you couldn't bet on the draft. I knew you were talking about that, but like niggas who do are like,
Wait,
very.
there's actually a way to bet on the draft.
Yeah, it's like props.
Oh
It's like,
man,
remember how
these
the Super
niggas are
Bowl,
sick.
like, these are like, they're all events. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you niggas are sick. There's no way. No, you niggas. You can't see when I'm pointing at the mic. You niggas need help. Get help.
That shit where the hand come through the screen.
You niggas are sick in the head. Please find Jesus. Oh my god.
No, I didn't just see a headline from Geno Smith where he said, or they asked him why he hasn't got more games as a starter, and he said, "We all know what it is. You better not be insinuating what I think you insinuate."
Fuck? Nah, what the fuck do we know, nigga? What do we know?
Mr. Smith, you better not be insinuating what I think you are.
Nigga, y'all Wilson. What do you mean this? Wait, was he saying that Russell got traded? Is going to be the starting quarterback?
That was this morning.
Oh, okay. So nobody knows.
I'm trying to think.
Then,
Was he replying to someone? Why did he say that?
Yeah, like what is that? What did that tweet mean? Or whatever the fuck that was. What did that mean?
Oh, okay. So Geno Smith didn't say that. I love the media.
Yeah, media be ass.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, he deleted that tweet. That's very funny. I bet you would. But yeah, so some guy pretty much was saying that I unironically maintain that Geno Smith would have been a good quarterback if he didn't go to the Jets during the end of the Rex Ryan era, which I wholeheartedly agree with. I think a lot of guys who were like duds could have been average, and average is good enough to play 8 years or 9 years in this league, right? Like a lot of these guys could have been average or above average if they just didn't go to a terrible team in a bad situation. And so of course this guy pretty much said Geno Smith is a legitimately good quarterback, debatable. And by debatable, I mean not actually debatable because the stats don't prove that, but impossible to tell what it is about him that meant he got such a short run as a starter in the NFL. And then he put an asterisk, and the asterisk underneath it says, it's not impossible to tell.
Starting when he was a backup.
Well, I mean, yeah, he was backup to Mark Sanchez, who was also ass. Mark Sanchez had a little bit of season. He had like I think one season where he was like burning shit up, a little something. Well, he was never like that. But my thing is, I'm just like, dog. One, you were not very good. Two, you went to a bad team, and you didn't like. You're an average quarterback, right? Who got put into a situation that just never was gonna work for you. And this is what happens, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you see it a lot, like with players where you think to yourself, what would have happened if this guy who ended up being average for 4 or 5 years would have went to say you know what I mean, a team that was contesting and actually developing their players. Like we say this all the time, so I don't know, but no, sorry, this is never gonna work for me, Mr. Smith.
Mr. Smith.
All right, well, either way, and to me, I'm just like, listen, bro, right now you got Drew Lock there. If Drew Lock beats you and he starts over you, I don't want to hear nothing. Right? Like some niggas, that's just further proof that no.
Nah,
give it up.
Drew Lock is better than you.
Yeah, like bro, listen. If I was really racist, bitch, you wouldn't be on my team. I let you go, Gino. Do you understand that, Gino? I wouldn't want you on my roster. I didn't think you had the what it took. I wouldn't want you here. But there's plenty of duds. There's plenty of duds in this league. Mason Rudolph is a dud. Sam Darnold's a dud. There's many other niggas with duds. If you can't beat none of them motherfuckers, Gino, I'm just saying.
Damn, that's. Well,
anyway.
Nah. Damn, I'm trying to think about some situations he can.
Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of places he can go now. And
I was gonna say he was definitely good when fucking Russell Wilson was out and he took over. He was definitely doing good.
Yeah. No, he wasn't bad at all. That's why I'm saying, like, in my opinion, like, bro, you should start this year. If you don't and Drew Lock starts over you, again, it could be confirmation of racism, but it could just be that you ain't got it. Because I don't wholeheartedly believe teams truly are gonna go all in on racism. And the reason I say that is because no matter how racist, especially in sports, no matter how racist niggas are, you still my nigga. You get what I'm saying?
So I mean, you saying you're my nigga, but you don't mean much. I mean,
I know, but the problem is you don't mean much when we're losing. If you doing well, nigga, I don't listen. If we doing well, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's my whole thing. Like, if say for example when Russ went down, if Russ went down and Geno plays well, the Seahawks probably never trade for Drew Lock. It's probably not a trade that happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe the Russ trade, Russ goes somewhere else instead of the Broncos. You know, because I think they still were gonna move Russ, but I think they just don't trade him for Drew Lock and what they got back. Maybe they trade with a whole team, another team entirely. But I'm just like, bro, listen, I understand how racism work and all that, but like, racism don't trump results, money, power, and all that shit. And it's like, bro, if you're winning games, that's what you're bringing. That's what you're bringing. Like niggas will put up with anything. They're like, I hate me some niggas, but boy, do that jabber know how to throw that ball, boy.
That jabber, ain't no way, bro. Please chill. Push off, Bucko. That jabber. No, that is insane to say that jabber.
Why this dog just doodle on another dog and walk away? I'm crying.
It really be like that, honestly.
Let's see. All right, that's it. I'm ready to get the hell up out of here.
Yes, sir. We actually went longer than you thought we would with your COVID.
Which is hilarious. We literally only covered what 3 things on my list. So
I didn't even see what was on the list.
We just got the pod. You know how this shit go.
Yeah, no, that's just how it be, yeah.
But all right, man. Hope you had a good time. Hopefully tomorrow's not the day that I'm bedridden, because if it is, y'all not getting this pod for a minute.
Yeah, no, that would be different.
But if it ain't, then this will be out on a Friday, guys.
Let's go.
Yeah. That's nice. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
It's time to head on out of here. Okay, first off, I know the commands are different, right? So like, it's gonna take me a minute to get Craig up out of here.
Figure out what the fuck going on, man.
All right, y'all be easy. That didn't work.
Yeah, no, that didn't work. No, you didn't do it.
That did not work.
Did they like change something in fucking Discord?
Yeah. Oh, here we go.